All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Usa for kwaba medeni kwa novenda kwa kwaba. Ene ye memenda so etashia. Owa enti oba na wachia ye no me hu bia ohefri. Efa na wo enti akwaba. Thank you very 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 much. Enti efa na ohefri. Yentunka. Ane. And 18th of October, the year of our Lord. So we book that where resilience, how to develop courage and strength as an entrepreneur. Your growth growth, and Mohammed Chow and Titili, your financial systems as well. Your perspective, next year, 10 years, how to develop the mindset to start and build your own business and build your business. Then Amazon, so your sales systems or sales systems. Ultimate on the when you say, be all Sikabia or Tondia. It's as simple as that. Or be all Sikabia or Tom BB. Will be on Niska or Tom Hay. The Otona and the Padu don't know here or anything Oscar. Sika any magic be out. The Oton BB, the Auto. The person here, the Oton, Sika said over the better. And one is always when you be an answer when you it is only hit on. That is only it's what I say. And it's as simple as that. There's no formula anyway. People who have money have something that they are selling that many people want or few people want, and they are buying it at a very high price. So this is Streamline, how to teach yourself money. And this is financial intelligence. And this is unlimited opportunities. And I have bamboo effect. Bamboo effect. This is African advantage. You can be very in Ghana, especially Marantiano. Marantiano Mabawan or Makusku Garaba Kotibro for more mobile. This is self-investment. Build yourself through African history. And this is real estate. Real estate investing in rental properties in Ghana. It's a whole different book. But this is financial freedom. Timidity come up in Dako. And you may sanity. Tiakwaba. And maybe I'll have to be an army. Obviously, share the link. Maybe I will be a share Nanko for who said, Yabaha, yes, idea. The credit say, we are say, information I want, knowledge I will gather. And normal I will tear it and be at the would they bang the old titawag him. A one our brabono echo. Then Wabrabono, Rebecca baby, papa, naturalist, and some are water in the ocean, so your papa. Brabona and baby, yeah, over time, was all who say one time baby and tea no man, there was a 2-hour game. So the moment I would information, papa, work anymore, then there's no need to worry. So obey and answer because automatically. Because the information is not like your mind is so much independent. No, the mind, just like the human system, your body is not so much dependent. If you don't feed your body, there will not be any energy. Over time, you break down. Sana again, so again, the old information I would feed you again. And on the better side, again, benya holding. Na baby again, corner one of Brabon now. Miss again in your holding or Brabon in your holding. It's the same even with your spirit. Your spirit goes where your spirit feeds on information, spiritual food. The same. So almost everything depends on some kind of feed. And so, if the feed is wrong, the output will be wrong. So the same. And you don't have to so much worry about you just have to be patient. Say a normal mate, baby, I'm a person me do that, and normal mate, I didn't do and I say family. It's as simple as that. And it's all head up, baby. I want to, and yeah, now say normal I will till over time and then yet and into our brabono. Simply enkoye. We say Gazamunya. It's because in India now Nimfasika, normal what if I can normal identity or nenye and Nuntina. Sebe usika semenya and then now we have been a branch to be was this a Jumaden pan yedia any encono wa ye pa wa ye Jumaden pan as I say the who say abrabonun koye na It's a dumb coin. Yamia dumb coin a bit man. Zampa. Enimdia. It is only India Papa or Brabo de Bekoye. We only India Papa or Brabo in Koye. And bamboo effect. Bamboo effect. So on the 15th of November, yes, I'm now Kumasi. Cash flow seminar. Is Casep Miokano. And tis a watermelon or Boko or Mampo or Axamakas and crime. Or second D Takura de and Friday say Cape Coast, Kofodia. Bra Kumasi, 15th of November, engineering auditorium, and and in-person seminar near the whole about a bit much tikitaba, and a couple of Bosomi and Sani alcohol. And Tibra, the TB Shankophobia bread and Kofoye. One thing about atmosphere is a Hundi and Kofoye, Nipa Bisha or more the water it switches something in your mind, and many times you won't say, wow, the Oyen, Oka, baby Braka. Wow, when you feel so, once what you remember, someone say, hey, maybe or semi other for a comic. As maybe will be the professor by or buy our what Teddy and Kofor or Koya, the sick and the bank or so, you know, they are baby. Nothing could switch his mind until so basa environment, you know. It's a reset environment, you know. Who drew her while doing the best shift is a best shift is about Brabono, a bekoye. So come and learn, come and do something different, make new friends. That's how you move forward in this life. Obviously, a normal money, the knowledge that you are getting and the people that you're meeting, the knowledge that you're getting and the people that you're meeting. These two, they change people's lives. And he said, is because the knowledge that you're getting is not strong enough, or the network, the people that you meet, the people, your friends, the people you connect with, is also not that much. You know, the network is not that strong. That's why your life is not moving as it should. When you have information automatically your life will change. Life will change. Many times, the bamboo effect, it takes time for business and financial success in Africa. You know, it takes time for you to succeed in business and in your finances in Africa. And I say we had for videos at home or more almost say or more ye be a normal coso. It was we are was a queer for instance. The video editor or Yana Mete whom the Amranti and be braining about one or Bimotegara, Bimutia Broch, the Omokewasie, and Madame for Professor as a 4J. And so I say I didn't to the video no covara. The Nkrofo was and anytime Bia will be back say, oh, or bomb modern IBB, and bones and them ranty any bebre, a better say no much rassing. Your motor is ampa Okonya Capitan or Bruchy. Okonya Capitan or Bruchy. And it's almost as if say, will be our Bruchy be added to me as I maybe. So, was a commoner, ye dinner no mabe said. Now the man who is a don't want information in Bebresa. A brophone or check or information. You draw any information. You don't have information, sir. Many times I'm blocked. Because I to the Biamentasi. So will be a bomotia canoma bear 5 minutes or the casa or the watch or the oye. Not the old tea, a abroche, any capital Koyano. So, and no man be uncomfortable high, uncomfortable door. So both will can be beer. Religion was and I broach it, and Yagro, a Gia Jane. And met my cousin, so ya brandy or her. I hope so. Wow, how the wife more is Tatibi. Because one of the things a bit mamma was not lucky. Yes, I broach any visa, says Samson. I captured the party baby dream. We walk around our cotton broach it, and I say, I brought a bit from also America or a PAD. Or have a car on himself, was some more business. Or car, a brochena dignity, and I say, or car broach. Or say, hey, we fed the Okoidi as a man, you know, I mean to be your and pat wrong. Now, the party to me, a sabby, possibly education in Contompo Bibri, in T.A. in Topana Yako. Now, Kakrana won't be me a dream or more dream to a bomb hospital. Won't be to Medinguni. Our boys were in Kunuma Natchez and Awajan in any free, and I dare say that many Africans we are not living in mental freedom. Many of us are choked, our minds are choked. Our minds are choked. That's why many of us struggle in this life. Our minds are choked. So the way we interpret life, the way we explain life is very weak. And a lot of us, just as I said, information in any information, Papa Bia. Nti utim say ya dwe nyina ne say even the wako school kura na wo ye adwuma no woni ne kasafa broni ne visa ho ne kromu a bibia wo sis nene ma dwe ade we ho a che bamboo effect say we abrante in fact me we Kwame Nkrumah University 2001 ye we dana ye we school no na bogus na bi mo visa omoko da no anwumre na wo kura na visa be the next day it was free Ghana 2001 and ye tirie ye ma example bi 2001 to na obi wo ha there were 2025 so after 24 years now after 24 years we met say obi aye ya it's not because of Kwabuchi so obi aye ya na ye ka ye di a ye ka say sika ka ho apomuden ka ho se bia musua influence in society one kasa class already said the unyame ball was brevias no ye your gift, your talent, your respect in society, your happiness, your fulfillment. So no money in a kabum. Na me said from 2001 to now. So be a year and also be me met. I'm in any Kwame Nkrumah. So what corner anymore and that's one corner anymore. The one corner anymore is not because of Ghana and Tina and friends say or Kwabuchi or corner. And that the one call name no is not because say Otigana and Tina won't call name. The Amehuni say, wo more or mutimi Kwabuchi right after Vasari to or be a America or England. Odu Honwa so people so many people Benya Jumabia. Benya Kakrabia, you do Benya pounds, be an answer dollar, be an answer euro. It be also to send me while we were over Tragana and answer by force doors or Tragana. It be at the first national service in 2001 to 2002 national service obey. It yeah time we are not just any baby I got to try. The time we are a walk over national service in area cadre Jack. The Ben will be free here. You may be at home out. In the first 5 years the Otragara who knew because information now the Abrabono. Some information now the face Abrabono investing into me from out. Now, what one could invest in is the same. Go to the SS level or JSS level. Information now we JSS no and SS no. The Barbara bo DN unibi. Terie unibi. Kakrabi to obedru 1.1% grand nyama. The drone one who be school now bear 22, 23, 24, 25 no. The drone on information no say share brabo unibi. Enti the Timmy free ha kwa America wo call ye no abia over so akonya adwuma bi. Automatically obenya adwuma bi a we de wo ye. Two boys will best start here who sika kakra bia obo hard in life nyira de bia wo hu 1,000 that all of a sudden we call now was starting your demand to who starting 1,000 a month 2,000 a month 3,000 4,000 5,000 you know because of Kwabuchi be so also hard wo hustle you cry now sorry baby I better kwa only be you mudo do no I'm talking of a higher percentage you mudo do no be kura buzu bia baby die kwa unya bi higher. So the first 5 years no we hustler what Ghana ha wo because unya hu so unya hu so kra so nyame bo na so boyfriend as a girlfriend bi kra na just the tuba ya na just one anti the tuba ya aboga wo wie school national service wo wie bi kra national service we ko to kra bi ase so uti anye na so ko fa gebe ho there as waka faro I said one no into the first 5 years wow what Ghana no what is a bamboo pampro ye the asha form pambro the say the form the first 5 years no who is a bibi crash form Ghana effect in Africa, many of us Africa, that is the effect. And sometimes so we are intentional, so we try Ghana and as a circumstantial, out of circumstances in Ghana. That those 5 years now, what now we are feature, so compared to my own year, so don't say Kabibia, any what's your form and I will gather them, oh gather momentum, oh gather scale, oh gather knowledge, oh gather. You say, oh, feature, sad out there the first 5-10 years. Now, when you know, call it or Kwabuchi, so 5 years, if you grow in your assassin, and you are team up private process, so we'll call it the next 2 years, no, but why wedding. Oh, one of the money and one PK. And to all Ghana Hana from 24, 25 to 30, no, 1 and 5, 30 and 5. ye mudu do dem fire kakra bi na busua no TNT a wo mo ye dey efa ye mudu do dem fire but unya na otimi pre-call eko Germany I don't know wherever it is at least a human kitinkiti bi so wo people so oni people at least the first 5 years na adwuma bi de obetuma kakra ya enya hu kakra ya tra ha no so a obu oso otea onya adwuma kakra adwuma say wie ye na onya bank bi share so omo no sai effect we na nka omo sa tenie nka omo because wie ya no konya MTN share it o bosume ya fe ma no bosume otiminya 2000 3000 so yesterday obetuma gada nti boso easily boso ototum no mai kakra boso wuhia na wa shoe nice otimi rent 2-bedroom bi so bi kura wa say boys there omunya ska no na say there is next minute omo ware o so omo ware wo so to say me who pay free trotro no ma shoe hu fi where you can't get you that paper wadafu bi share kwa ho jack na kwa cause so ye guzo ye be business or the business unya where you dey unya juma binye no we are forced to truthful. So that's the first 5 years. So if you really don't take it into cognizance, I mean what you ankosu ya obeka say the Otegana no sebe abrabonu twenechi, which is true. Abrabonu twenechi we pampro aba ye de washe form. It will take a lot of time. You can shorten the time. What Otegana no tedi. Amira no betimate so abra versus here utie na so bete information be a perspective particularly because now you have to shape your mindset. You have to commit to personal development. Invest in ultimate mobra. I feel now say me kura de me make us me compare maybe anye for PBB talk compare for be compare punch be yen. O benya hope in them. Because sometimes we better trace CV na obi amfre uni connection bia offer be any MP minister. We better na ntesa wani bebre. Obi okura unya adwuma ni bia. Akatuaro kra be ma ora ho. Bo say why hopeless. So the next thing is one here because let me go and look for some masters scholarship or Germany. Now Russia, Ukraine, you say Ukraine could hobby. It's all to open scholarship. The course of credit so now you have not really started to format life to success. You have not started a class of formatting to success because what that for now call you know a human when you but say what design a brabona kasarwa successful after 5, 10, 50 after 10 particularly 10 years 10 years after university 15 years after university that kind of life where you'll be so much proud of 20 years after university that one is stage and it's independent of whether you were in Ghana or you went to America or Holland. That one is designed, and one of the things is also who say you will need some level of information, proper information, and what you add to life for now. You'll be very much proud of. The reason many of us will think that your quabro, is because we didn't really format our life, our minds. No, until we didn't commit to any. And to once a while, who answer. Now we are school now started working kind books for personal development. Particularly, and that secondly, we'll see African history, which many of us will not even think of. Many of us will not even think of as relevant. It is if you chance on that information, I bet dealing with the colonial effect, because a lot of us, our minds, 99% of us, our minds are infested with colonial bugs, viruses. So who are the papa we feel inferior. And we are conditioned to fail. And it's the first 5, 10 years, no to mean information properly. Now, if you start to say, proper financial information, and maybe how to build a business, start something on your own. Build your confidence, your courage. A lot of these books are clear. Those were the things. The first 10 years after school, these books solved these things. And the ones that say, Branty has to say now 20 years. Now, if you read all our books here, you are staged for the next 10, 15 years to be successful. Now, the Okwabo, one year successful is because on Okoye and I am financial for why tomato aban. Only but was started so. And to Okoye, the gigi was a Robert Trassa, so I'm 1 year, you may be no, yeah. But after 5, 10 years, they stagnate. Very few are able to build a life that they'll be proud of. So, this is the life that I intentionally sat down to plan. Many of us, Abrochina na call, you know, so now only girlfriend do her. Likely say ni pana be no obewa no no circumstantial. Na one no. The one say, oh, I don't know after 15 years now, about 10 years now started confirm. Because I'm ready no. Also call now, call Abrochina over 25. Did after plus 10, 35, 40. To share no was our enable high chance. Juma bo crowd go school kakaka juma be employment. It's not like you're creating wealth, you just have a job. Do was a be a 5,000, 10,000, you know, just like that. But obey juma all your life. You're not building wealth. And it's likely it says information here is a personal development, financial information, African history, African consciousness, entrepreneurship, education, wealth creation, ability to think, to sell, to build systems, you know, things like that. I was trying to say that this is me, this is Kwabena Bendako, this is what I think these are my gifts, these are my talent, this is what I want to do with my life, this is what I want to be remembered of after I'm gone after I'm no more. These are the products, the products, the things that I want to bring out of me before I die. That kind of life, you can't build it just because all too quick. Do what the many of us will be pushed to go and do masters, PhD, especially here you go invest, you know. Once you call a PhD, be near the phone in the morning or church idea be an answer, yeah, you may be just about less than 1%. And the bit of a committing to something. Eventually, we'll be my proud say I built something on my own terms, and this is the life that I really desire to build. It's not there. So the bamboo effect, I'm saying that the Oka Ghana no. So what to me, what dream about something. Now who says engineering now in agriculture now in social science in English, you know, psychology now in Lego no. Where we but say for that tools no copy information. I beg train year, beg build year. Now what to me about year. So that by the time you are in your 45, 50, you will look back and say, this is the life that I really desire to build. That kind of life is intentionally built. It's not by chance, it's not lotto, and it's not invisible. And it's all your brand or Hana who see there will be video at all. Now I say, capital. No, there be, and you know, and what they have can compare them. The normal or common ones, and multi, Mamma Crab, almost a baby, Bikabu, Hana with the audience. Into what Ghana, Hana, we are brand here. Now there are two teams there. Will be a way you are gonna be an Okwabujiko capital 10 years. I can tell you, say, what dreams are netting, especially ultimate trouble of Kakra. What do you tell me, answer? The assembly will have found quadrant. You will be clear. Whatever you're processing, your thought process is based on information that has been available to you. So if you don't have much information, your thought processes don't really process quality. And many of you don't read anything. You don't search anything. A football now here, politics now here. I'm sorry now, Okoba. Asa. When information in the bracer, school no grab be bro, one pass. Only the one just pass it. When information that what school, your course, no one book be a read that. If you read school, you could read it. Hey, you can't be also accounting, but wouldn't have one tears here. Would take one years out, you may be a foul. And a yeti kakakra. And you are inflated to believe that because you what before. Because you actually be more better on what you say who was here. But all you are brabon and we are confused and we get in our question visit because your knowledge is limited. And therefore you think everybody for you to become successful, you must travel. Not necessarily so. Life on your own terms, life on you. And just as someone to some to but meet my culture say nipa we are say 90% or 95% life baby my is at in the room baby Abraham and from my born one or moko woman strategy woman formula woman hey and a lot of them are in their 40s in the Africans because Africa and on Ghana now what's trying to go baby abeko be as bit much shabra ya if you don't get this kind of information what won't you it was as for Jaimo Ekase. No, and this nya brochire na me kwenti because me Ghana ha. Was oh we school na kra na what ton sase na dwen no ho enti say who say the video be to ho don't be in haste to come out right akwaje capital no abrochire yes akra na ho yeme and a lot of those people are blocked them because I can't take the level of ignorance. I blocked them. And they said they will be the papa be at our own trade, but can't be religious. I want to know about trade. My block goes here. What Yajuma is refusing to boot. And many Africans are in that category. So the bamboo effect is the first 5 years, first 10 years. If you're in Ghana, will be Antonka. We should have fun in our way. Especially we are here for Waba. Kwame the guy was a queer mintaba. So, and I'm in Taba. Wono, only more beer until you don't quack ship from the Adrian. Now I built him home. And just only chance. Because I had on yes, we are no beer. What's a 1 year Juma? Surprisingly, no more year school Munya Juma, one we are because of my. We school, I know when you're Juma Craby, a triadical. So what I'm from now in the Nama. A beer was his own tenant, also I want to be need your way. To both a Wishian, who walk over Timia can't be them. Which are not this guy will clean, especially said the humans are intimidated to quite crowd and say. The teams will come America about Europe about a presentation. Also, money in a school. If you go to school now, yeah, they no. But they say the bugger, to quite back. He's not processed. He's not processed. Life is input and output. So, how much process that you go through will show the output, the kind of output that will come out over time. This guy is not processed that much. A human will you know for be a lawyer and a narco. Now can be a businessman and narco show. One one can process, sir. To was a drew baby. Speed out all corner, start to say. Wow, what do you have phone baby and also your bunch? It was a never be a factory. Wow, what can say Obediga? We importer and eh. We want is our warehouse baby. Wow, we are what we say. Obey punching, obey a business. We are contractor. First 5-10 years, but you didn't give up. Those were the effects, the bamboo effect. You were being processed. It was what done for now. Only we at school now. The first 5-10 years, who was committed to building something, and now we're in a success now. Who can feel back on? Or can feel multiples? Who can car back on when you know multiples? Who took quite back on our seekers and one or Timmy Coba or Triani Pabi Breaker? That is the bamboo effect. And that effect works in Ghana more than abroad. And Intina, we made it for Quabruchia, will buy after 10 years, you know. We made no to no market circus here. And you're more almost true yet to say one of Munya Bridge, Munya Jumabuko share, and your Master America. If you're more who put in some bit of effort, they are in some positions. But those with multiple, with exponential success, those that want here who because hey, I call it Deborah cocaine, and I say will be nice on is our connection. Until I broach for the power, say, oh, Ghana, you'll be a piano or Bokron there. That is the effect. They were processed, they committed to something. They were they were especially make up business, entrepreneurship, business and financial success. I'm not talking about employment. But we know we go on MTN far war, and I'm a form 5 years quite in fact. Trotron so Trotron was on and I'm how to call yes, and I would the own per contribute to Visa being called was some of one. And a bummer more and a bummer more, and I guess all your business again and near dinner would be a 2 to 4 and 5 was and no course seminars, no two books, no reading, no challenging all things that this guy's thinking is different. Those kind of people. I'm not talking of those who are giving excuses and complaining and being negative and paranoid. No, and you're going to ask them, they were optimistic, they were ambitious, they were systemic. Who know teams said normally bring Koye, but still he's steady, he's building, he's going forward, he's trying, he's falling, he's picking up, he's falling, he's picking up. Those guys, after 10, 15, 20 years, that's where you see the bamboo effect. The bamboo effect is that the first 5, 10 years, the next minute, because I quite chrono. One more chrono, cocaine, one talk cocaine. The first 5, 10 years, he was fighting. He was discovering himself. He was building his skill, his network, his frame of thinking, his mental strength. He was building. You want to flap brocheba. We train someone maybe a samra over sura over another one. He was still under the ground. No on pejai. To go also. Come up, and you. Yeah, your mom pay man. Was a mukushiana monum tianamo desre. He's being processed. He's being processed. He's still underground because of the height that he has to go. Too much was Shehosa and was Suya the Oceana. Only Teku, but still his spirit is good. His mindset is different. It talks in big terms. And your political effect, no, don't bring in politics. And you'll be the son and son, no. This is somebody who is building his own. Those people are the ones that will buy those who East Legon. Spinters. Those were warehouses. And they will change the cars, say, you know, we'll see a draw, we'll see a cocaine. That is the effect. It's the bamboo effect. It was processed. Some red have it was a wow, so called 15 years after it was almost a brochure in the phone. Wow, more the grass of person, you are not grab or ha, in fact. I feel was also what give you up. Now your growth is slow. Your growth has slowed down. Why? Because all the system in your building. We've been a building and they don't talk so. Two bonds only a Juma Crana salary in the course, no one Bosiaka Crana or Beto Diagrama, Hana, but really you don't have the strength. And it's a height now, the con won't even notice what you will not share. I am processing all. Even the joining politics could have. What dear children, what dear boys here and be ministers there. Only actually about 20 years old. When we school and I would join a coy, one also try. You know, deep president, Mamma Mochi's hand and another Mochi. And then one minister. So the way I just of the tears of the crown. Some what tears are not in the United or no quarter or tears are not them. And then or members will be 20 years. That was a bamboo effect. And I will say what the Ghana team took up a capital. Oh, Johnny, the comfortable desire. But the effect does not work there for many people because you're no process. Two months over back, you know, was an aquara crop. You see, hey, nay, day. When the Abusia go in the Diamano, Obiama, go. Now, dream what normal Bibrassi say. The way you're winning. What you say. And to your branch or 10 years. 10 years. Men yet capital. You are being processed. It is our Obama move. Now, what do you take? Now, pen him there. Now, per skill. Because ask yourself, what technical skill do you have? Bizarre. What technical skill do you have? What skill do you have that can produce anything? What skill do you have that can give you money? What technical skill do you have? What are you building? At the end of what's your idea now, Timmy Chichere. In fear, say now also Timmy Chichere. Dear, see when you are warrior. And I may cry, I know Zagana, and dear, then Paragana, dear. I drained you, the capital. If you understand the bamboo effect, then your capital is what you're building. That's the effect. You're building. You don't need anybody to hold your hand. I'm telling you. Just commit to knowledge. Commit to building. For BBC, when it's so weird, school will be a man with Ghana, it doesn't mean anything. I'm telling you, if you take it, it doesn't mean anything. Obiama wa Juma, ubetima dobanchi one plot, Nkrumah one plot, Mako one plot, ubetima be shop or table so fear him. Are you ambitious? It is what is a bamboo, pamprona or nabanisha form. I see Kafo be Ghana, or move him. Be go school. But that was the effect. The first 10 years, no much form. A Bimu Kotogo, Nigeria, Kwanso. Oko Dubai ni we had sika spare parts na nkofo de ni sim ye bono krono no what they can here hwehwe no turn down no turn fie ye gunani mase. That was the effect. Wo penny sir open New York City, there's no effect there. That's why you don't know. There is no effect there. So your height will be truncated. The Ghana ha the DA, and then I make a joke. It's the bamboo effect. You plant our bressa. Madame Vodia, you can see it. It's there. The first 10 years of his life, he was fighting. Or the sample way, not the sample way, not the sample way, maybe bugu, maybe say, no, so no, go so sa. And to know be your dear in Kaya, Ufra, which about the Ghana, be so be anyhow. Ghana, if you know, be a chrono, there be what you do understand is that many of us have been processed. Been processed to ban the neck or only die by 20 or more chrono. Because Pamprono say, you did 1 week, home rather than was wrong. Because, hey, Yakway. Now, I'm going to because by the grace of God, I'm in Crawford. No, if you can endure the pain of the effect, oh boy. And that's what many people will give up. So, it is one, you know, where branch or why Nisa, Sebi, Jimmy and Futrima, oh boy. I'm telling you, and many of you young people, more branch be brave on Yansa. So, one person. Right. Yeah. It's the network. So sorry. Motivenka na mati. So motivenka no mati. So that's the effect. The effect is that one yawa dwen say wo besua na do ho ahye fom. Na what to wadwen mu a oboa. This is the truth. So one yawa dwen say wo no wo besua na wo de especially momrante ne mabawa na mo Ghana say no amunsu ahwe na madwen nyina ye visa so bi obi beka bia no hu yansa se mewom. This a visa kwa broche no kwa ne di wani so no tenie broche nya solution. So obebo brad nkunimu a ye nimdi a wo nimdi the knowledge, the wisdom. Understanding is the principal thing. Get wisdom. So one pet now they would do any na kwesi so wo dey kafe a wo te ase. Go di obi beye bia wo hunya se wo kopem se wo tu kwan ti no timi ye. What is up me person obeba no hokra. Me person obeba mo me hu se wo platform me pe ma block him. Ko me hu se wadwen ne ye. You're almost gone. And there are people like that, and a lot of them are young Africans. A lot of them are young Africans. No vision. They don't want to go through the process. Complain kwana your government ne enye na Ghana the opportunity be any here and a shini here and na munyina matutu kwa na mose manyenko obi asonsa so benko wo wunya visa kura no wunya visa kura busu antimi an sika we say visa do kura da kura ticket kura busu anya ti wadwi ba wo de akinye na wo keka nsem hunu hwinsi wani so this is the time, the first 5-10 years after your school. So we SS, we also we JSS where we no problem. The first 10 years, oh Ghana how you could be out. What is a pembra by the aquache form? The first 5-10 years, you could be out. And into our don't saka we are not say, we don't saka we are not say because we name she. I feel now I feel that normally be brave free when you saw. So we SS no one could be musua, baby akona maybe and baby akona TV, and especially we are talking about business and financial success. The business be ado se can be and I feel akosuya. Also kwa ko poultry for boys and so be a boom. Also kwa ko duanya do na say, also kwa so boys and nkofo bi akwa sika. Also ko yese bi sa, we share for my process. We share for my process. Wa also we invest is the same. When you juma bi anya we share for the process wo. The only adwuma ye they want to send tomato ye na hye baby on control sa forget on control sa enu ntina wi ase so hwemu a wo mo mutimi di ye pa me ka se we die wadi na ni sika no se be enye koro do boy no omo nyina ye business people, that's it. Great financial success nipa no ankasa na build ye is out of business. Why? Because the first 10 years that was where the effect was working. The bamboo, they were processing, they were underground. Almost a form. You tietia almost so. Obukura don say kokan na every carbon. Na onimgu ase poto na ehwehwe na esrew. Wo ye wadwen say wo de wo so won ko ba bia won pɛ visa bia na so do ani eden. To mo so wo de ani eden ne sa wo magazine wo top spare parts. Obukura ko ye no woni store bia wo di akire. Obi pe boat bia na wakoye. Obi pe we na ye connection na okoba sa wo say 5 years. Na fe wonya KS ketua bi. Na but the only thing that guarantees that effect is your constant obsession with knowledge. Your constant obsession with self-development, with financial knowledge. One person in the so when you can so call do amana chira what time bia or person information or person who kwaya obefa so atoto no ma constantly. Sa no mano. So what's our commitment nenko dia? Hen ya metima culture say me metima culture metima me say si ubo me bo culture so what is a pempra nesi you know. So who you tia Aman for top akono beto aduenu beto aduasa. It's a natural principle. And bibia we bia do so nim dia do be komu e be ko deep because you pay the price. And intina if you because of this effect and you wunua na okwa abrochire na advantage, that is not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's the one who paid the price. The giant concert in a year, sa brantia what debate 20 years. Yes, Sabakura no tribu drew baby nas and penny for Casana Coyetin. Especially what show about Wobo. The obedi credit. Oko yetchin will be a watcher or quite of fast idea, only jetting. Now, what does that person have to lose? And I want him say the HA met my Jayakoda. What do I lose? Let me say, okay, free the comment, main book of BME and your seminar BME Saturday live be and baby. What do you think, Alice? Do you think we came here to learn what we are teaching here? We came here to learn it today? No. No. You are quiet. And you're Saphonia is a fortune. And you are quiet here fortune. So be ya, shall see. And I say, 1 year, Yesua. We say osibin. We call baby uncle for Kenya sasa bebo ona sa ukọ je chinye ho a unye. Take it from me. It just say nimdie nya wo de. Nyansa is not attractive to you. Baby, yes, I team fifre we here on ho na woni je. Say football you know de kire, nwom you know de kire. Wo so a wabrabo ade kire a wonnim baby a do wabrabo fa. Na wonua na wo hye baby a wo sua bibi no. Wo kina wo ye ya akoka se ne ti na ye. Enye ne ti na ye. What is it? Bamboo pampura ye de ahye fom. Ye tietia no so. To the bi kura petimi si. Ye pese wo, ye hye fom ho. Ti se wo hwe ho, e bi say minim nyansa na ase sebe, minim nyansa. These are who ya branch here, especially those of you less than 25 years. Amote Africa particularly. What you kwan kura na, hwe wadwe ni sesi da tri. Because where ye die be no chance. There's no success which is lack. Take it from your head. It's not true. Success is not lack. There's no success which is just because somebody prayed for you. It's a lie. You have to pay your dues. You have to stay in the process. And it's a we school, no? Me adam for 201. Oye na dwen so otu kwa gigi okoye. Yes why yetena ha. Ye pem so. Na ye bre. Na ye sua ye ni so tete ye no. E normal ye timi ye ni ha no. Mi bia na okoye be ga Ghana dia na fi ni as a matter of fact. Bebre ko tena bojiro. Omo je say obi atimi ye yo Ghana. That's not true. It's all bad. Me na before, yeah. On platforms, I'm discussing about TV trials and abesere. I'm so Ghana there, so be a intimate, will be a boomer, and I'm so head over today. You don't know this one. You don't know this one. It's effect. Would you make a coin now? Quite a winner, Jumana, one to me and develop who be a way, Juma 3, 4, 5, no. Went to me and your time and develop watching. Tinim dear Timothy ye pa costron when you be. Joya yani certificate unya na be a doctor, be engineer, be a lawyer. That's why Drew baby about your success is stagnated, and you can see the friction in you. You can see it because there's more to life than this. Because you didn't develop yourself. You didn't. Now the no you're committed to knowledge. And you're not so better. There's no limit to his influence, to his fulfillment, to the life that is building. Now, Oba, Okofenoa was Yanka. Ghana dear, that dear, you do was Oba, or Cotofio Chado. And you know, Anisika, or ye be bintia. What I catch you, ye be. Samra and fear do not know what chef for man or Breno. I don't know, one can say Samra, they know ye be. Then that didn't piano. Do it, hope and Bruna didn't appear. Some up a Brunisha for Mona Breno, the one coming. And up a Bruni, the echo, your maybe I was in. You don't understand this principle. So it takes time to build these things here in Africa. To build the right knowledge, to build the right network, to build the right technical skills, to have proper understanding of money, to have proper understanding of business. Sometimes the next 20 years, you still don't know what you're doing. And go for Betufo. Mentie. Nkofo betufu si a mentie. And now bro sa bro. Because that is the effect. The beer we beer, that is the effect. And I can tell you, any young man, any young woman, or timia be significant or Ghana be and ye draw and ye be and ye chronobo. This is the effect because the first 5-10 years, there's no system. Boy, I mean, I pick it easily, sir. To start a business now, wow, more than money they start here. Bibia pese crash. Bushia create truthful. Ubenya obisu was so tinya many be catch or said the way the crasun sumo no need was all obitimika biza o kwabena for the business when or some your business. Hey, nyansa na yede ya de na said I do. Obisu odi ya for and business when was all ye. Obisu so the one susuma kwanchire me to we ase be copy susuma kwanchire bi amfi baby. I will be catch them from nyini. Say wo ho say di ho me fa ho. Me nyini so. So what so be catch them say kwabena
nyame yi kyerɛ me sɛ wokɔyɛ aburofo a na abɛyɛ ye wodɔ mango di a wonyɛ me ni saa rem hɔ menyi ni nti wo me ka kyerɛ bi a sɛ yɛ no korɛ sɛ yɛ no korɛ menyi ni de menim ne sɛ mepɛ ho nim de nko ana sɛ me wa motre na meyɛ adwuma na metoto no meyɛ me sɛ na me gidi nti me hyɛ da nyɛ obi a me pɛ bibi special bi sɛ we de me de me saka ene be ye ba we de no ebi o ha maybe I don't know but I don't believe in those things. I really don't follow them. What does it mean? Yes, I know money. And this all just I know money. And my own go through the right processes. You don't get through the processes well. Do was a side effect in all the any check because you are not committed to becoming better constantly. And the moment you start to become better constantly with the right information, right way of thinking, right routine, right processes, it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. It will be explosive and it will explode. Just stay under the ground. Hey, now no man say Tom, then don't worry, you are still there. The die boom boom ube no no have no mama we was he come na yes wa ko ji sika duro ngo ji sika duro bia ye die o business or financial information o bibia wo don sa ka wo ye na wani die kire se wo ye nti bibia si wani so bia ho hia o sua ho nimde wo pe ho nimde tam bia wo ko wani mo toko so ko no ho ne ko it's not in the visa. The effect is not in a visa. It's you building your own systems. Building your own systems. It was the first about 400,000. What the union will be my money how cry. So normal statistics to year. Go for the 10 years, 100,000. All the one day, you see that 100,000. But a bit wrong. Yes, I'll start here because that is the effect. It takes time. Will be a move, will be a help. Don't worry. So long as you are committed to learning, studying, improving yourself constantly. If you're not committed to that, master what the magic in it now very lack bini lot to bini mambet the ani obeche. But so why you want to say when I'm in the saka? I miss you are there constantly. I'm looking, I'm learning, I'm becoming a better person all the time. It's just a matter of time. Hold on, Saka 5 years, then yeah, continue to stay. Upgrade yourself. Look for knowledge. Think well. Think as a human being. I'm telling you. They are thinking everything by reality. I'm seeing a baby. Into Munyan go through the process, or your bamboo, but won't go through the process. You book a for more. But so why you is over to a game? No, now open knowledge. You become a positive, optimistic African, proud one. You look for opportunities here. You become somebody that we can trust and depend on. Very hardworking. You're structuring your life. You're building right network. Committed to your work. A man for that crown away, Juma. We continue to do that. Your success is like the bamboo. One day, pay. Hey, that is the effect. You paid your dues. You stayed committed to it. To your branch or high, kasa tie. There is no magic. It's no magic. It's not better than you. It's not better than you. That anymore, you are FN or this is about. Bedroom by bedroom and a system number 5. 10,000 was what be brass and when 20,000 will be brass. Some ran on no status or brand. Some ran now was so no more status effortless. Some ran now over business is no be 20, 30. Utimi so called the $500,000 now the corner there about 1 million now the corner there about. You have become prominent, giant. Now you have workers, you are paying them, you have cars, have houses. That's the time that you have shut up, sprung up. So it takes time. And that's the way you succeed in a country. And you complain and your politics in a day. No, yes, I won't go through the process. It is open source succeed with her. Until go for no. It's that this is the effect. Oh, Trahamudia, also who say, oh, no, be chance and away you. But I don't quite know your humanity. When you are not track or take out a go, yeah, you when you're processing that, or yeah, I don't eat it. When you need whom you are quiet or talk about, could be by no busy dying. Yeah, or no, so many part or no. Won't be 3 years, 10 years, brother, or bicycle ground to be. Me money, how cry. Stay committed to the vision. Read, search, look for knowledge, process yourself. If you don't quit, and for you not to quit means that you are constantly learning. That's the magic. You're constantly staying true to who you are. Learning, acquisition of knowledge. Don't worry about it. A lot of you have gone through that now. And I wish Kutawa. Minam Kroma Martin Bibre, Penivore. Me did the casa kesem. If fear was here, missing me. Now I say about me number this papa back the fear of the children. What's your brother on the miss? You see, them. That's the truth. If fear me, my own casa. What about 50 million Ghana in the BC? We serious or I'm from the Jumana de Coso or Trahaya, or Pejana Toffo. No friend, no more casa almost cucuhias. Friend cucuhias, Pejano Toffo. But to Nabama. To your branch or honey a cafe won't tear, won't tear, now Cassa, and because travel when you're south. I've been more. Tiano Yanina, when he be anti-tell, we should then name audience game now on school with degree now. Can you say entity out between the Bobra? Funny. You cannot face life with that. Take it from me. You cannot face life with your degree in engineering. No, you can only get a job with that. But to do something great, something significant beyond you, you cannot run with that the kind of knowledge. You need to go and look for different knowledge and do something. Was a medical doctor. You cannot build anything significant with your medical degree. No, you can only work in a hospital with that. But to build something, you need different knowledge. To go and work as you know who's a Wusiadi and answer our own Suadi. One hour visa no be a coverage, and I have one kind of crane country you to know Wusiadi, Wabom. And that kind of disposition, that kind of thinking, you own idea. I'm telling you, you're not a body. Would James happen unruho? Ed things over Druho. This all joining Crawford. But so I guess I watch a party over ultimate. You can't. You can't. Do you know why you can't? Because knowledge is that force of life. Knowledge is the force of life. It's fluid. It is all yeah, cat now. They would tell you, they say we never try about uncle for because baby, I journeyed that vision in that. And yet they will tell you about visa. Every country say very good price and opportunity is a blessing. It's not. It's just like you telling the bamboo seed. I didn't know share for Manchester. Like that. Nah, tomato na and then a good places also you know the tea behind it. The one who went through deep process. One and that you be no market here. Be na kind of some we had dan akese atenti e sin kran na. Tintin pa opeja otikura ohu. E mo so do ohu. Foundation, or man for 1 day in a year. Was that will grow your go at a Medina is here. Foundation grow want to be only 2 days in the sea. And then maybe the they were the foundation, what they bear 2 almost is dying. Is it dying? Who are almost excavator because you scoop iron raw supply a big good foundation for more. Yeah, grow no credit to be what I bear 20. Because of normal disease. What I say? And the foundation, you way you do for my process. And I trade nine. So look at your foundation. What are you building? You know? So the was be attending first man in free you say, "Unyina, 10 kase." Ni hine no. And this is a tomato deal. So when you are doing it, when you are processing, when you're being processed, when you're building, how many days that you stay in the ground, it matters the height that tree will have. What I say? And there's no place to build that kind of root, that kind of foundation, and have that level of greatness and height than in our country. Do to hear your capital assembly. Come. Your capital assembly. Come. Capital is your process. So the bamboo effect. It be come the governor Bendako and it's sanity. And the 15th year seminar. Okumase, Kwame Nkrumah University Engineering Department. There be your order. Cash flow seminar. Ma unya no mra wo fa asem otua ma obi mra. Tua no obi mra bi. Ometie bi because your problem. Yenti yediase. Yentiase kra. Dintra nkrofobia fa ino mumzaro. Koso yenti yediase nti ye na se nyanyina kra ne ho wo so ne abohu. Ye pre. And you be covered the obi aye ni sesi a akota obi fa inu mum kra be ton ye da chi kra be ton. I say eso ne hwan kra no mo ba ko ton ne yi no. Jacob ni eso so wow was on the be fright no one pe. Cuz no pe dodo. Ba de self so sa ajapade ne trance na ye nche na onya ode was what the open de akọ. Also pray ya fe woni mprago na ko didi. So kopim se na adwen ba no so say do maja fie. No, my papa was in say, you go for the baby, sir. You go for the baby, or just card Africa. The madam for one or free here, you school pie walk up. When I catch us away yesterday, it's not true. It's not true. Inti brebi, bisuade, the credit got it on. One penyansa obebro abraboimu. No maybe how if you are not bape or so who's a day with minimyansa and I say minimyansa. Also bizarre. So some may kind any say Missy Ping. The Yansania and I say Minabi. So who? And you because also catch it out. So some make a minimyansa and I said, so who? You have to ask yourself, am I a wise man? I'm a foolish one. You have to know that. And in Ghana, in Africa, is the bamboo effect. Anywhere that there is any great African, you apply this effect, you see it. You overcome so many difficulties and challenges, wherever that we are, in order to build that freedom, that business success, that financial success. It takes time. It takes time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a whole mental shift. Don't be desperate. Cry. Pennyfo be make sure my Ghana no. Almost stories are different. Obo start here cry no ye kayo yo ni no ye made will be fie. Obi no ye galamsey. Obi no twa be. Obi no bunua. Obi no okokwan so. Obi no tombroni wagu. Pennyfo my ye we krom ha. Don't draw no mudi nkoma. O se me so me sha ase na me Cote d'Ivoire na me kofa no ma me ba na me de cemetery na me ton. So, and into school for 1 year, because I felt they are very uncomfortable with it. They are quick to tell people that they have reached. That's why they don't succeed. A lot of these degree people don't succeed because they are uncomfortable with the planting. Or pentemapie. Pentemapie. Business I'm telling you, maybe I'm family. And I may lose 100,000 when family. Open giant. Open giant. Who says can even has a one be that? What are you saying? Who is away? The one that I call toy. Namkoya Namboka. Fight on. That is the game. That is the game. And to hear the OTA. A damn back corner, one back on our pedia, no problem. But because it's when it's a bamboo effect. To be because you be a see when you should be asked. So we'll sit down. What time back when I was in the end, we come back out on the end of hey, you mammy a doctor lawyer doesn't mean anything. And you be because you see hospitals. There will be a business as a fan for the cocoa farm kese. The 1 point chibebre. They all build the cities. So assembly that effect. And that one you have to build a system. Nobody will build that system for you. That's why it takes time. It takes time. It takes a lot of intelligence. You need to gather a lot of intelligence and experience and skill. And it takes time. 10, 15, 20 years, still now building. So thank you. Thank you very much. And bra, your friend say, 15th, bra. You see, you back on one to Robert will be a dance here. Because that's the mind. Those who want to build something, they are committed. They are obsessed with studying. What do I say? We are talking of greatness. We're talking of something beyond you, something influential, something destiny changing, something significant. Juma Bani to guy is not destiny changing, forget it. And you're being a cat. Never see that about to car, forget it. Anto, why sit down to car, it doesn't mean anything. You're only a cat. Talking something significant. See hotels. Fanipa 100, 200,000 Juma. We see hospitals. What be a manufacturing plant? Be a company cashier. We BBS Sanko for what is school. Maybe can always sit down 2 bedroom. That is for you. Those things don't require any bamboo effect. Bamboo effect is destiny. And it's the effect of greatness. So thank you. Thank you very, 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 very much. And to try never share. So they say. And it's all person out here and car number of guys how on the chain. I mean pen number. And it zero we are in full gear. Yeah, very visa now and we are brand new frame now besame job. And I mean a business in Pesame Fro. The boy business I'm in frame. Tiny videos we no. Tiny actually books no call business idea men framing besame. Who frame me men framing besame. Yeah, baby I can say. And then Anka be Pawadrin Pana, Upamadrin Adi. Also call you Koyan Empire. The price is what? It's always your own answer. I won't be over here. I'm a super and I just say, there be men to be go and try, go and fight. Go and fight. It work. If it doesn't work, fight again. Fight again. Don't be afraid in doing it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of failing, of losses. It's part of the effect. Pampro or chef from one throw so chef. And one pray on who's a consusa name and go for back on prayer one far because on him on the height now will come. Bomon count. Mango now they share horn and mango no pray no fan home. Because of what they are going to achieve. So, sanity. And here, made a universal. Na wa onto bet my join it. Na wa ka so no also they wa come so. Me dey kwa blog na ko. Ti no be ha na ozo wa kire. Yeah, who said the I cannot say na so on tia say. Ti wo person di e kese dey a ene adwen. So wo mpe kese ni bi dey a ene. Kaza.
Yes, boss.
Hello.
Good evening.
Oni.
Yes, sir, boss.
What do we got?
Metewonka.
Kaza.
Legend Patriot Kaza.
Sure, go ahead. Yes. Kaza.
Legend.
Yes, boss.
Okay. All right. And you better say.
Yes,
You
sir.
better when team ni nasi abusuafo ma hyehyɛ program ne. And so what the private tool. Bamboo effect. Wama makaya kura se mfikyire bi bamboo bi ane wo honom. Na ye pɛ bi saa kam ne ye dokoko nti na etoda wo pɛ bi dia ye apa. Na wo se wo kɔ pɛ bi bedua ansa na afifi. Nti wama makai machi. Long process. And it take time. You do na chepa. Na ne o say brand na afifi. Ana ade ba ko no say etimi sorry gina hɔ no ma. Ɛyɛ ha che obetimi stop no. Say bia wo pɛ sɛ wo hye ase a wo bre ansa na obetimi atu ase. Ɛba nso ɛba bebre. Wo de ja tuma na multiply.
Okay.
We travel now the tuma piece now the better one of na san so ayɛ afefe.
Wow.
Nti na hard say obetimi atu ase but ne pagya na na say ne nyini no ɛna wo bebre wo. Sa stage na wanya abotina wo be ka say bia wo enye ye but etimi sorry gina hɔ no ma. Nti wo kan na e ma me kai sa de nti wo de compare how I wo kyerɛkyerɛ yedie na it's the same thing. How many of us near a fast process no? A lot of us near say beginning woko dian posro. Time I was here in our codian obiam peso bedia, but they do trabrene dia. Entino wa habiana toda udia obiam beboa. Oh, so seed na unya boafo nemum diabano aba wie no benyado fo. Ye dear Sabrina when you are brain will be unfew, but would have course one head because of the BBI as you were so. Sabi Ibrahim Mahama classmate for Kufo classmate for Mr. Obin or classmate for Akufuado Mahama, they all have classmates. Sabri will be the baby one no man sabo. And so if you are Ibrahim Mahama disease or despite disease or more. It's not quite a mufas with dia or modiano. And to one sabre no one the out there now to her again say be no something supernatural be happening. It's not going to happen. Na niema be man na finance na no ani nim dia Mr. Obin de mai. E bia ne seminar ye nye kwa akosia wo ho ne asuan. Enti no wa ya krado na wo pese unya nim dia na osesa wa brabo no. Enye visa. Ye won yonkufo bebre o makodi abrochire one thing about ye ni anu o abrochire no. Or no this campo na wo Ghana ha na with campo na onim so we superior than you because we akobro ni kroma na selfie. But no, ye ka botom ye ka accounts wo. Enye brofo ne o visa there be. Ye ka niema watimi aye. Enti wo ha no ma ne wo ye bia no ma wani nko memo bi mfa no US in bedada ma obi mfa no Canada or by 2 weeks me sa ko na my flight na my say I know the awie no e ho na asem ne ye de ye wo 50 years 60 years na ho na ebehunu bebi a agro ne ye de ye wo enti Mr. Obin ye da se ene niema wo train every week bia seminar no so ye ginam ya bode uraman for beba ahwe ho be ma enti wa wonya ntua e no I was here with you because I said when I win in Nipa. All right, Intimidasi, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to know. What's it can come, Professor?
Legend. Yeah, ciao.
Yes, boss.
How's it? Yeah,
yes, sir.
And you raise that's it. Bamboo effect. But let me patch already answer my question. O topic bamboo effect in the day. Yeah, maybe a kakra. Na media share and who may be a medium and how because like I see me about and it maybe of course just paraphrase it a little bit now made the media share because legend also asama okay won e train say bamboo it takes delight in its own culture and pride. The culture and pride in it say or no so chef from HAD some number of years. Unye twa honi wi pe eno anu no of focus rosa eda bamboo be na adwen say sa ni suban ne tibia na owo no o sesa no ye hu na ni onyam biem ontimi nye senior tie ni biem de biada sana nipa so ye so ye tie enti especially ye before no ye Ghana for no we need to understand that ye system no may legend person me read an excerpt of me kratane kakra. Metro said,
okay,
the highly trained health worker, engineer, accountant, banker is looking out for a job in an office with an air conditioner. The truth is, how many of these young graduates will be employed by the government or even private corporations without understanding the broader financial landscape of Ghana and Africa and come to the realization that our system does not operate like the West? Many Ghanaian youth remain stuck in the mindset of living paycheck to paycheck, unable to imagine a future of financial freedom. Senior bamboo tie sana yeso tie mejiji ese nyakopon boy no o ma na body any senior nature tie no e kire ade bi ye wo akra. There's no way say akra no betimi anyi ababe tintin sa dey na it's not possible. No amount of miracle will make it happen. Sebi o even ajinkwa a obaye no ono cry, he has to go through the process. It's the same thing I go through process no. But me who example. I think it's a legend. Me or tech no, me or school no. Niana e hame say. Me na me dem who compare. For example, be a young papa despite do no. Me dem who compare say me person me yet say which is good. But I can't compare myself to young papa or say Kwame despite doctor or say Kwame despite in the present state. That is wrong comparison. It's wrong. It's wrong because my creative processing systems no go through the bamboo state no go through my chef bro but me person me yet to say yen papa despite in print it's not possible. be say yes or no dear. Na yes me go through processes now. What go through na kukuhwe ase ni nyina and I have to go through it. Say me nyama say me go through it there. I should forget about it. And into capital, then how many people na want me see or free Accra Eku Kumasi a and no obehia car there obeka tron say oh me ni car ntina me ntimi nko Kumasi no but ye ma o car ni sisia na nim car ne car Kumasi na person ko na de car ne ko no you are just beating about the bush. So it's the same thing. Nim there going through the process, and let's also stop putting age on life milestones. And on a high movie no ebia me hu se madam fu bi watimi aye say madam fu body 30 years watimi aye say we were 40 watimi aye say me were 35 me ntimi nye. It's okay. And that will be pie no within 1 year or 2 years, so far as you are doing the right thing no, you'll be surprised that 2 years no obetimi grow abe bigger than obi a won say bia all these years the person has always been bigger. Nimdie no kwana legend den ehia. And meka one last thing so my year what diaspora no, and also metro bibi kakra say young Ghanaians in the diaspora often struggle with financial independence due to the lack of financial literacy education. They may become financially independent too quickly without understanding the risk of debt, credit cards or loans, or leading them to financial trouble later in life. And I have to say, Pani here, no, many children in the diaspora also face cultural challenges where parental pressures push them to pursue higher education and jobs without financial education or explaining the importance of entrepreneurship or investing in assets. And when I say ABI, your advantage, you know, ABI, we have reached. But legend, that is not the case. I'm saying this on live. Say me, Obia menini ejuma. Recently, I know we in the PhD or a scientist, science associate director at the moment. Legend, as we speak right now, no, every single man be about $6,000 in student loans. About $6,000 in student loans. That is behind all the PhD and everything that you was a doctor. So it's a rich is fine. It be a dependent. And I say it demands that. But then we are talking about $6,000 every month for students loan. And Tinipa Bako ya associate director no. Then be nanko here. But Osan Chradie, Osan a bartender during the weekend. Send a beya or bit me a treat and ho ka man and one no. And baby I see a hoye na e bit me ye do you know. How many of us are able to get that? Baby a hoya you see binya ye do. How many of us are able to get that? And you to Ghana now obi can say, oh, and audio abuchi into person be bebaha. Sasem no. I don't think people will preach it again. What they one kasabra. One kasabana, you will see what the reality no. No, somebody is paying about 6,000 in student loans every month. Senyamia nyana mobit me tiasa for about the next 10-15 years of her life. Ghana, how many people in the school are more student loan? Yemu bebre school no na in this school fees ka. And no crown tia like no papa ni tia school fees ni ma. So our system is entirely different from that of the West. And process now say you go to entirely different. It ain't or minus card nipa we bring na student loan. Student loan is one of the way I buy no subet me the enya no. But oba ye chrome na cash skin. Nipa be bromu wo mu fie. Any omo wo mu njapade be bring legend. Obu o ha on this oka baku say wa toatua ka wasi awie eka bia ni hobim. Ye mu bebre wa ha no say no. Say jai adwuma 1 month. We are going to lose it. And why do we even compare ourselves to that kind of system? Say a car back if you back open our open dia send a legend don't kind of dia and only dear which is fine, just you and your immediate family. But then on the broader perspective, yeah, dreams say a bit making impact now. You do same pan as a kind of crab, mommy and kind of cry say, yeah, 100 say no, you bet me and ya hon ebetoyen. I die bit me ada. Obu ohanum say a legend or sorry okoda or dream sam because I dear betching ama netia a car a dan. So some people are paying student loan Some people are paying interest loan, legend, of interest rate of 9%. 9%. And let's say this person is paying this thing for 15 years of his or her life. Ujiri ese ni pana say nye boldness bi no wa onko kana no adru krampo na wa yede. Most of us, we went through all those things. In kakra na etimi ye ho eyede efri mo, competing with each other. Obi ye bibi say intimi so me person me ye bi. Obu o ha ne background no parents ne ho son say, and pardon me if I'm talking too much, but we have to tell the truth. Obu o ha ne ba no anasa no parent ne ho son say ne ba no be call a certain school. Ewo a chrome hand me say no. Or so the akran me call private school. Private school no be kon akran be no ntwa bui, on twa hwe. Na afi akran so me person me go school way, I want to go to this school. I want to go to this school. No akran uniska. O parents no so unisika no. But we are comparing ourselves to certain people who are native to the system. The bamboo effect, it goes on everywhere. Baby, we are Sibiano. Gidi. No, I this school, we are maneba a year, no, about 50,000 in student tuition, accommodation by near cranny bedding and by a cranny baby, no, near a ya cranny say, Muko school, no, on some programmer, quote unquote, Abia, we are. Ejumane be readily available kakra. There be no akwakoye program be as our program also go school akwakoye photography. I'm not looking down on people who study photography in school. But since she can now go school $50,000 a year, $30,000 a year, and for 4 years no. Since she can who di kodi obi a otra photo a chair for 2 years Ona for no mo so go school amoye photography. That chom be we school ama ono aba be try pictures during their graduation. And you are going to charge them a lot of money. There are community colleges her parents or mama and to start from there. Usually, I know krebu are free. Na for oriena and kakra wetimiako na a cano so de ati. But again, we don't want to go to the bamboo face. I say ye prayer ye challenge ye pese we sentim pesa minsumi. And then at the end of the day, you are comparing yourself to be on only Papa senator. It's not possible. School and the bandit me kobi. O compare on to be an Papa school or ICS legend on only system no go through no. So you need to understand who your base and then operate within your means. And finally, legend. One other thing about bamboo effect in here say to say you start business sikebu or you control that. Say and she maybe do level wo utimi control wa dream ba so da yemu bebe wa ye kase capital ye money $1 million is here ne ho be point obedis kana ye 100,000 Ghana cedis and sana na adwin be ba no because that is your base your momentum can control 100,000 Ghana cedis. So you need to build it in kakra you obu o man $1 million is here $1 million Ghana cedis here onimi obetimi dia ye yemu bebe ye ka capital ya money capital ni sisi a legend si can obedi ni nyina manaka 10,000 Ghana cedis and sana na adwin be man because ni nim die no e ho na dru. There's no way over class 1 obetimi aye trigonometry. It's not possible. No amount of prayer or miracle can do that. However, se mitimi come anim na me could do higher level now, I can do the trigonometry because at that time in metimi base menya understanding now metimi operating within into also on table so that onye fitting ya wakwa just store or more business ni be good and ye feel for na because it did not go through the face. They be had Mr. Blair example no in kakranka from tabletop no about be kiosk no about be see container or the CC fee bebre when to kon anko baby a imu bebre wa kwentum table so store kra intimi bi that. But then no person koji more. It's okay if you have the money, but if you've not really gone through the processor, legend, chances are high that you break because bamboo in pimbra na a ya only hit now afem onye pieba abontin open space. So there's that fast upgrowth no for the bamboo. So it's the same thing with us. Say nye ya say be go through na yen kan okra ni nchire ho yemu bebre wa kwantum no. It is not what it is, but we don't want to tell the truth. Obi ba no betum yo say me nua ba ko obetum say sa mu bro ene mo ye frem na say mo my scanner afi na ya matiase because na entias na say afi na matiase na minimpa nkamamba and I'm so ni man kamamba ye catch wa be ka say bia ye twantro but wa ba mu na wa ba be hunu won say na tie. It may not be the case for everybody, but let's talk about percentages. Legend, you Ghana 400 age na ho a 90 of them no, if they don't work for about a month over here, a lot of us can't survive. That is the truth. Unless be on the family eti no betimi twetwa no ho, but so no kwa eti na otua about $1,005 a month for if you work rent, not even mortgage. That's one adwuma just for a day. Na so be she. And that is why I used obi on wokum onu ni ebroni or associate director. We are talking about ABA year betimi age close to about 150,000 or 170,000 a year or ni PhD. A month. Legend otua $6,000 in student loan. Obetime tuano for about 15 years of her life. Obi oya associate director legend nka or the adwuma biem kanwa eden or chirade e community college and sana weekend wasan koye bartender e pub. Sene be ya ne ho be ha ne Ghana obi lecturer ho legend upon enwume obetimi a chele sa oni any student loan bia obetia obi a teacher of Ghana next ni sad this one and done so into CSC and presses say you know her. Why are even the natives going through that? And to remember, if the natives are going through that, wow, now you're foreign and unyanti system now see we need there. So when you're in the Afro-Phobia legend, what they also you can't be 70 years, 75 years, and you're still doing clock in, clock out. That is system failure. 70 years, 65 years. Oh, me dream, yo. Sometime no, sebi. Kesen ke bia wa hu bi jema bia wo soma wo nananom. And I say wo chire wo nananom say e bia yeni say. And the bamboo effect, once again, legend is true. I'll use my own dad as an example, and then I'll conclude. Me share na braba temi ano ko say ofre me pa. I say sementu kwan a ke bia nka company na me adwuma nka ba na me director general BC. And sometimes or how to meet national na I said me won is as or dream na near or car or the teacher no say oh okay at least mu nyina mo ye den I said mu nyina mo me chenchen na mama are chichire constantly say me person me ye den me person me coffee was ohwe no na ne namfo na ojomo no. Some of them are top politicians, some of them are even working with GFA, some of them are top directors or CSR. That was where he was working. He started or counts me started a Jumanchi Biane de me call a promoting me call head office. At that time he was about 30 years old. Timani is a legend or that's what by now baby and kawaide would ruba hanu see no so ya no pakwa no kwa. It means say edano onya kwa jumano but wan kwa enye de enye tia ya yen kano kren na manfo ehunyo so ye medical doctor, pharmacist, engineer, all those people no. They are allowed because they have the job. But the day that they will lose the job, legend, the day that they will lose the job, system shut down. But Ghana will be losing the juma system. The way we are communal in everything that we do. And you know, we say boy, I say you bush for the money, but offer now na say to the core. Unye bushani bi kra emani nye de enso mu anase wadanfo bi kran countries oh be shame nchen kakra but han say legend untimi ko show bi anchen. And as a matter of fact, there are a lot of homeless people here than in Ghana. Omo kra chire omo chen so omo obi owo Ghana say bi hunu say oye homeless no. And until legend yeah that's it. And idea mekasa he will go ebe kwa me kind of cran senior etie no. Some of us, we go through it, legend. We go through it. Sometimes, through bed. It's not about that form because I'm not thinking because the system is not giving you the best of life. You can work and make the money. You can save a little bit, but then, if the bamboo does not have peace of mind to stay there steadily and gradually grow, we will never see the glory. So, if the mind is distorted and you are unable to think straight. Ebi abetime kakraba ebe ya one wo yire no mape but ope say osuna basruti say bamboo pampro no bi ehu dia usually we African here na so wunye ntu kwan a Nasa fina bit now sound ni so about binya pepesa. Stay in Ghana and go through the process, and trust me, you'll be far better off than Imubia Waham saying. Legend. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Kakamaro. Yeah, be all.
Legend, Aiko.
Yes, I was.
Me checha ubia. Legend, I wiki na campesa me fro, but me also me mpɛ frɛ because I na wo schedule no we tight. Iti the enti anka me frɛ no meka no sisi a na jama to aso. Aseda when I'm on platform into weekend, I think say week no more, yes. Yeah, faso bia and a benefits bia na a great ba auntie. Me da se pa no wife. Wadam for the ochra de wo pukuare no. Our radio no server no. I think say Alexis and I say Alexis, yes. Na me bra ba ko peka bi ato no so obi di obi number ma na okuhia no. Enti oko so okuhia nipa no na o me de mbona minimum nti me ko me ba bi na me ne ko na mkosi no na mto aso ko enti me ho sa no frame no se a nipa no kra o kira de wo mu school mu ho na se ne ma me ne nkasa na me hwe me tie ne voice am se voice we de obenda ko platforms me ne voice ene se me ne kasa ya wo hu se me wo ba na me legend wa me fine enti we bra so ani age pa o so da wase pa enti me so be se me di aseda eba this legend what ya legend what me kan
Yeah, what do we got?
legend patcho am to nkapa
Na the other man take.
hey ya no for ba so but what me kan
Koso.
na me che say over the week na nka me from but now me ni mo schedule nti ni nyina na ya aseda in fact wa danfo Alexis o mi pona minim me bra no se okopeka bi atona na me kokuma ase na join me eti me misi no kwan so na me de me call me ba bi ti mo ho sa na me se me friend no misa no de akosi o se obi na de number no man se won kohia no no wo cars no bi wo ho ena me yes ena no de osi koye nti me friend say akosi say o se o nipa no kro kira de wo mu school mu ho na ho na me wosisi ana am say sa de ama me ne nkasa na me hwe say minim na me tie voice na am say da be voice we your bend da ko ne platform voice no bi ana am say enyo bend da ko impactor nipa ni radio say Alexis no so any asu legend oye kama
That's right.
in fact benefit of good quality network no I don't know me brand ani register bia bi o se senye wo a anka ni sika ode kokuma asen ko be sand ya back
Wow.
yes the wife there wa ba wo seminars no be that I think na tata na mini ga no omo ana me sponsor omo ba no na oka ho nti omani age legend aseda na ya no other Alexis nso ase amaye wa ya de yoda na se oye super na ni nyina no eye wo na eye enye wo anka me wo kira de ho nso nka me hia ne da nka me hu ne da nka me bo me number me okay okay katachi nso bu still na de be mia but but me da kwa da roma it's legend oba de nshira the bamboo effect me say ade we on da bia o topics no ya manipa dwen sana yehu de yenya in fact no ana waka no an say me misano minim ye ho no ye bamboo no ye ndua o ya fuo no wo bekọ no na wom ebu ho a wo do ba bi a wo do no na bamboo wo ho nti minim na minyini nyina na minim se de bamboo no efifiri a eye jama eye kakra na mi ko hu wo books bi mu say net ye but still cry because e man hu dan nti na mi twin picture ni ye ba de minim fa bamboo ho ne say legend ebom saa na ahụ wo hye no kura na e se de wa man power no utwa ja to mu ahụ the following year be bad times 3 very powerful eti ebi mo ho mo do kura wi a aya omu twitwa ni nyina gu a na omu pese omu duodu omu nyoma no ba no wom saa because wo hye na nsuo gu so a sprout double eti ni nyina kire se energy na say time na ede anya abutre na ede anya agada sa momentum no udru sa stage na it's not easy to be destroyed entina yankrofo no bebre despite mo ne mo a even me nkwa kire ukro bia wo mbia no sikani wo ho sa sikafo na nya so mu nlusu sika o omo ye business is a bad every now and then. But it is said, what to boa boss not as no. Why? Because my first stages ni nyinam. Eti the all gaining no, the all winning no, a dozen. Nim dia no wono, a dozen change the obelusun because olusun na onim say no. A kwan fufro bebre wo ha or the benya na nyoma back. And they understand the process. Enti no always onim say kona okono. Olusukra na still the obe winning no doso eti wo cheche no manu mu de to ho ema eye so simple me yeti ase sometimes me nam kwan so e bi ho mkokuma ase na me ba aya me observe no ma bi me say adan kra na abrabo aya nkrofo ye compete ko obi a life ye different ase ye so breku ne kra na so owio de odabo de so ye different but sometimes they say the onam kwan so a bo say ka bi ye dese no asan no ho usan no ho ana pin wo prigidigidi o person osan ho ti ho no mi hunya hu ne sa pe bo say me koma nim kakra na magina me gina na ye say my say dem ye ko no bo say opa ho a wo hu so on tumirika o say on twen wo na competition na end and I say ube po obi hu a wo ko ebi wo person opa nipa no bo say ho na akra afi na o branch ono o ko ne fie kura mpo. No. Why do you compete? Obi akwane kwan. Eti focus on o path now nam so no. Entina da bia o kan say wo pese wo tena krom ha. Ya wadwen say wo betena ha. Na we wadwen ne ye ntanta e be den. Say wo betumi aduru ba bia wo ko. Na aya mpanfo kan say ye wo say bekum osono a ye mpre ye ho okusie hu nkupra.
Is that a good?
Eti na to say your father say ufri Kumasi kwa Accra na obi fri Kumasi kwa Ejoso oni ni coaches na wakonya accident that's why how ho kwa because nipa ya mu ha ya Ejoso ha ya na ko ka ne ka na oja wo hokro betun anante akọ una wo call on journey enti wo say wo focus on journey no na wo ma wadwen mu da ho na wo pay information na direction na wo de beko. Enti me catch youth no ya wa ha we should understand this concept. Yes obe yeshi be nyuna yenyunu. Mem ma wadwen ye wontanta. Kwan na wonam so no sometimes legend wonam ene say me ko baba. Na nkoma boys ni di nyina ye bet. Am say enti wan hwe yi a. Sa nyoma we mu nyina be distract o ma process na wo say ofamu no. Bo so ope quick money. Because that is the normal thing in our system now. It's a very heavy topic for the youth. Yeah, was say a tree about who's a process na namuno. If you really want to make it, now person you no bigger. Say the bamboo ni na was a offer process no. Was all tin your mass. Na utumi form say the empanifo bi a yeni mo form. Legend me nya sure say wo sha ase a wo wie school na 3 years na no ma sha ase se efa ye story na ye story na anya fesa
there we go
ye mu bi o say no ya me nim ba bi a unya information no free motivation bo ye mu bi ye niwu aka ye ntumi o ka ye ntumi start because how are you able to withstand or overcome sa stigma no any obi craft no ne sa akwa we ne de kwa buruchira so wontena no we oye John to onye correct na o
ona o be shoda bisa o be wo boga be shoda be bisa o ejina o
aba shoda be abi nanti wo ha na mama bisa okay masa aburuchire ye mo pese okọ na dem ma je passport you can go. The facts are what ha na kire say wo ni means now de beko me makwaba nti kire say me pese me kokore bi kra nya den ati ase enti wo ti ha no wo nim de wo ha but unfortunately ye na ye bre na ye nti ha se no ye mom na ye san so cancel fun fa ha ho me brother fu ye kan ya nurse ni a wo ne shops chemical shops too or some work electronics ye kan ya want ya atonton a okui e na no me friend ni so ye living 2 weeks on pieda oni abrewa bi ye living e na afi o ka say me ansisi amaba ho abaha no de mani beda ho pa na matini o ma na asram say wo ha ne ka kire o wanti na eyese bibia eyese na no ne car o say ne car o to car no de ma me kura nka metumi kura aton anyamfa so nka me ye no fine na maton car betumi aton 70,000 ton 40,000 enu wa kan kire me mpu o de car no ma me nka betumi ya ton no 80,000 flat o ton 40,000 all because besem kwa buchi okoduru ho na mfanti o so tonton sa nyoma no de socket no
sir
the bamboo effect no yentiase enti I don't know sometimes me who some crofo a give a platform na say aya na me pese minya tumi na ye de blocking no na me yi omu free so because omu delay progress no the way I absorb information omu delay enti le ye say we yi crofo free so it's good because o platform so ni se oji achinye wo ho ni se oji achinye wo ho uji achinye na che say you are lost why yira continue your man so tishia
nipa wa ha na wa business wa jai ko England so ko living ani abrewa ya kota we sabe sa nipa we ni ngeji
it's really stable and yes na say adwuma kra na oye no clinic na oye adwuma no na ehye ne nsa ono na oye in charge ho oti time kra ope no kwa adwuma because o command hospital na oye adwuma
ese abrojo no e o command dey
living no kra no mo so mo ye no favor because onya adwuma nye jebasa awe de omo pe bia no mutua o na o do nsa akɔhye premra no mu se aden dem bone ben dem kwa na ohwehwe wa asase so ada breach no wanko bia wo happen
was akɔ tuzo wo mo na o mo sa
as school for nye kra ne enti asemase anya na me ka kire guy ba kwa na o ye laundry no me ka kire say sisi a problem pa problem a wo pa ne say o ko school no problem I want to say go school because say one go school pa no start laundry now who 10,000 a month o be dwen lokum
ho o be biem da be biem
din wa ho den unim de obi bia be gu so ba wa ko school nti aso na school no na me dey organizing your man na me dey lab nam so we are sure say more laundries work kumase no we 100 I be 10 on go school mo de umsi de yo mo de ya kana mo school nya brofo na yekosia apart from brofo na obesua na bia o course na okoye no no kra yintumi fa mo bra wa ha e ho ne o ma na okosia wo But who senior man now who say me kwaji we or kofi ho kofi de me fan fra ma de no eno anye school ne ye wo ma me fu e wo mutumi ti fufuo kura o munim de obi adi fufuo kura na afikese mu
What was that? I don't know. It looks like more Manco school are far more critical in thinking than those who went to school.
Yeah, I agree. And okay, because legend, if you are critical, you should think when you think critically, that is when you are able to come out with solutions. And a lot of solutions are who are environment in school for edible. Say, me na me beto no. Legend or na sase. No wa frɛ say bra be ye yo me enche. Asase no ono mfa hwe me ono aso de na sase ama. Odo oto se kan oto bibia de odbegu su bibia odo mu. Koko no ba nya sha ase so pe no ba na obefa adi. Ba koko nya ase so pe. Ye chemu miensa ono no na asase no de mienu. O awdo ye no de ba ko. Asuku fo edi animu ye gold ni ye hwan abrofo no betu a enye 5% ni 10% no moje. Na omo ne ye nananom omanko school no hwan mu na nim nyansa.
Any accountant, international finance consultants.
who are the critical thinkers? Legend. Who are the critical thinkers? Is it our people who did not go to school? Yeah, moji 2/3. Although one of the resources, ABBA, was 2/3. Now gold, diamond, bauxite, you give them 90, 92, 93%. Now Waji 8%. What about the convention said that is the best I wait me in the whole of Africa? And you're happy.
National law.
I think I was a jai school, a man crama, a manco school. Okay. Oh, wait.
Bronico school, and a normal noa, the coach and an lecturer school. Bibi Nico school, and is a year no ma, and they are cotton so. Even though
Ungari.
When you're not about enough, na batano,
na taban, yeah.
Now for what to mean go baby, because you have checked your 2 the only money film ye there at the full be I shame. But because I was making kind of crack up nine and kaka, we ask him for an albequa. You walk to school, na kushia there, and yan a casa near the channel. And then yan a mamma near the channel or mutini. Oko English or the English nature and call for the number. Oko Japan or the Japanese nature, China or the Chinese nature. Young quiet coach school, a casa de saying, yet the Bruni DNA chain. Yes, I trade Brunis was dressing SCD cutlery, did the 2 dim for floor, chairs from for. Yes, I could go. And it didn't have that so much education, but it means different in different cultures. So it's the same, it's education, but it's different. So to call the educated African educated and to call a Chinese person educated, if you look at it, they're different.
Different. It's the knowledge I may can say, yeah, go school.
Yeah, won't go school, no. I will tell Mamma no. That's why they can't think. Mr. Nano, as NBC now, a brand about Kumasi. What are I couldn't be an offer. Oh, I bra, I'm a friend who's a corner bedroom. There's somebody at school over from. I'm telling you. I was so shocked. Afraid. I bet you was afraid. I couldn't know what to say. Me say I catch a body rubber boy. Go do crow miss out. Assumption.
Fire home. And fire home.
No, come on. Go control your old school or hospital. I so see. The teacher near watch at the bed. Sabi. The teacher need no common sense. That's about track. I'm telling you.
No correct.
So international school tikrum critical thinking anyhow. I'm telling you, you look at them, they're on TV, you see them always speaking English. No common sense. No common sense. The more I walk cobra for school, cabra for young Jose Bruni, they can't think. They can't think. You can negotiate him out. Anyhow, common sense be no fear, say be anyhow. If you are critical thinking, Makoye baba.
Okay. Manager no you huda bia.
Me say, we international school, we co university, we both sit about I know say the year fee.
Enu ntina ye ka say Saito nkwara no ani wo form mo dwen e chen.
Yes, matter.
Montessori for no.
Me say the more you be yi ni kasa na free ni trimu no. And then the culture na free ni mo no. The more uncritical they become.
Me wo baba ho no. Me wo baba ho no na akora ba ko. Me koto no na mpese me san no ho na me hu kwan me fa so.
Yakasa.
E na me de me koto akora bi wo baba ho no na me bisa nse ye friend say me ni di nkomo sa obo ni din aja brofu din ya no mbebo. E na me bisa nse ni maame ye friend say obo ni maame din papa ni maame wo hen ni maame wo UK ni papa wo UK. Enti wo no hwan na te ha. So ane papa nua ba ko am so okay o de mpo de ye. Ena mi bisa na busuam questions saa no se ne ofa ba ko so wo Israel otonyum. Nam se ne on search ni din no wo YouTube na menhwe ne nyum no obo no. Bo search ana emma. Ena mi so okay ne won frɛ ne papa no kan kire se ne ofa na obo nyum no on fa ne din no ma no ne search ye pese ye tie ne nyum no bi. Eti me de phone no man say on send ne papa text message no legend. Kura ni gina ho sa JHS 1 akora o. O type sa na am say watch too much. Nti fabra na mehwe ya. Twi e na o translate ne direct me make no Twiglish. Just akora no o dwen wo twi no na o twa no nti brofo na wa twa na ye twi direct. Wow. Eti e ho na wa sem no be si mitrim say no nkora na ye ha omo. Asem na oka no o translate free ni trim twi na oka but chenchina e so otwere ne brofo nti se nka ye brofo na ye kan se twi no e de kire na de wo school e na otumi twere anka within seconds otwere twi no enso na JHS akora wo gina ho na wa yesa ade no mfa eti sa language ne de in fact reduce my speed in thinking no
What's a language is a system of thinking.
Yeah.
Language is a system of thinking because you think in a language. For instance, MMTP. Umubube. When you ma nanampadu ne ukuku sekune lumba mutu yijira. Heno mo kano chini. Bro for nyom ben.
And I bet science asem. Unte aya na mi bisa se Ghana fo ahen na so da ya omo so da ya in English omo so da ya na omo kan brofo
every so uko da go ba mu a ubeti similar parties room uko igbe mu a ubeti room ngrai enti se ye yini free or free culture we mu no ye yini free mu ne ye de brofo no da ehye de mu force wa ya limiting ability
Adani tentehuo. Why ni nyina? Eti bamboo effect is a heavy topic and I think say the way I would teach mu no wa hye ye nkuran wa ma ye hu say kwan na ne nam so no na the future is bright. The two ye ni a yehu daache. Na yebeda wase nso biem to say nye wo a am say ukwa brochira and first few months or years no obadwe say ukọ wanimo ana wakọ wanimo but ubom kakra it said the plane A2 lift off no there obadwe say ukọ sura na udru level field na ave speed no kra hu say ukọ speed o say ogina fa ko enko biem it's a between predictive from a necosi 30 years. A between who are brochure between predicted the obeba maximum you between because you himself will pay £5,000 the next 10 years and to me 10,000 that But if you are selling today, now 1,000 cedis a day, the next 10 years, it will be in the hundreds of thousands, if not 10,000. And that one depends on where for Taube put you. Now we know so you man open the Edebema one, the Edebema. And our rent will be as annual man, no money in answer be costro. It's a legend. What be any heavy? Sometimes the general be a young no my young. Minyasho says square your more or muntie no, you do quatna electricity pole no so an assembly and 4 pole so chrome. So what be any akase I say merwa fo ayetifi no ye hu akiri pa nyame sha madam man so ase me chia to fu na
that's it. Yeah. Wow. Thank you. Avia kubikasa. Yes, I boss.
Now, as I was to say,
Boko Avia.
yɛda yɛme ase ɛnɛ so deɛ wayɛ no nyinaa no ɛm sɛ ɛyɛ great bamboo effect nti yɛnhwɛ kwan a ɛfa so a bamboo ne nneɛma nti bamboo no ayɛ te sɛ aduaba biara a yɛdua no asase no aduaba biara a ɛkɛre ansa ne aso aba no wotumi sɛ sɛ ɛsan so kɛ mefa sɛ ɛyɛ a yɛtena akurase yɛdua koko a tetedua no ɛdi bɛyɛ 5 to 6 years ansa koraa na start sɛ ɛbɔ atutu ɔho ɛnso saa koko no ɛbɛtumi aso wohwɛ ne yie a almost 40-30 years and 30 years almost nti bamboo effect a ɔsaagyefo aka no ɛno ni sɛ adepa biara no wobɛdua no sɛ ɛbɛso aba pa daakye a wobɛbrɛ ho paa kɛse ansa ne aso aba daakye nti te sɛ ne yɛde ba business a ɔka no a obiara woyɛ business a wodi ɔsaagyefo akyi no yɛhu sɛ life no ɛbɛyɛ lonely place ɛbɛyɛ difficult wobɛbrɛ maintain nneɛma wobɛkɔm bɛyɛ so many years ɛnso ɛstart sɛ ɛso aba a wobɛhu sɛ afei ɛte sɛ dua a na wohu ne hɔ ketekete ne seed ketekete no a wogyene sɛ ɛntumi nya hwee no at some point wohwɛ ne yie wosunsuo wodɔ ho wo take very good care of it a wobɛhu na ɛso millions of the same seeds nti business ɛne yɛtena nkuraase no aduaba dua difference nhyɛ da anim o difference nim business biara wobɛyɛ a mefa sɛ wobɛstarte adi so mfasoɔ daakye no nhyɛ da nni future saa wɔn sɛ tomatoes yɛdua a ɛnkyɛ na so but ɛnkyɛ so no ayɛ na wawu the reason being sɛ ɛyɛ easy to do nti obiara can do it nti wobɛhu sɛ wona wura first koraa na first movers theory maybe move first bɛnam sɛ ɛnhyɛ da nkyɛ ansa ne so aba mfasoɔ no obiara bɛtumi ayɛ bi nti wobɛhu sɛ nipa biara no ɛbɛstarte sɛ ɔyɛ bi nti ɛbɛwie akyire na mfasoɔ biara ni so alose ne value but sɛnea na ɔsaagyefo ka no business a ɛbɛshutu a ɛwɔ lasting impact no ɛbɛtake you mmerɛ tentententen ansa na woatumi abuilde na sɛ wotumi builde so wie woka ntinim na wobuilde wie a wobɛdi so mfasoɔ so saa kɔsi ebi kura time abewu na in the process of building no wobɛkɔ ahohiahiam wobɛkɔ animguaseam wobɛkɔ ahokyerem amanfoɔ bɛserew amanfoɔ bɛdidi watam amanfoɔ bɛdwene sɛ wonim deɛ woyɛ for example me started me coastal business ɛwɔ Ghana 2015 Christmas time na yɛ butcher no coastal nti me start up wie anaja ayi pane ya nkrofo di abo me samba bukyerɛ na me di gya me nua mo ɔmo rane ya na ɔmo agu no ana me san kɔye ya na esan gyinaye me gya 7 months na me kodi ya na me samba bukyerɛ ɛno so ɔmo yɛ ya basa na ɔmo gu no Next day, me say me am for 2018. And me ko duru hɔ no, me say, Doman Kanye how I done it, DRA for how I done it, I custom for how I done it, where how I done it. Ɛna ɔmo tete me ana nkanea de akyerɛ gu adwuma no koraa afei sika bebree a mede busia firi ha kɔɛ no 2019 one year time na me sika no nyinaa hye adwuma no nyinaa yɛ flat afei wojo ho baabi ɛnyɛ but sɛnea na woka character maybe o meka bɛsika sɛ so character nti I had people who were willing to give me credit sales ɛna me build adwuma ya nkakra and then finally Akufo-Addo Adahunuma 2022 financial crisis and creditors in areas they take cash and you might make finance that time about 700,000 no net train obviously or the cash answer so I was forced to come back into me buy I made sure say I buy and cry we but I'm still on that tells you they say meet me o kire me kwan me mfa so a me follow account no every day ni say adwuma no e koso obi o wodo ma bia me ni say watimi nipa na atimi di nipa bia ku bi ko store what o wodo ma me ni say watimi di nipa aha enti o ga say adwuma we na say nya say o ga adwuma no so e wo very long future as I say no me no my ahobo say me go into production meat Nam poultry, ni fish, I've established the market, I've established the link. And so it's taking me almost 10 years to just build the business. So, who said the journey will be long, it will be lonely, it will be difficult, a very humiliating, a very nimbuasia, a very city amount for best, but in their walk, I might be beer muabam because in their walk. Na deɛ wokɔ no so no wowɔ adwene a wadwene ho no deɛ bɛsi deɛ ɔte nkyɛn a ɔserew anaasɛ ɔserew sɛ wo ho ayɛ fi woayɛ sei a woda fam obi aserew no ɔno no ɔnim deɛ wokɔ na wokɔduru wie so a everybody wants to be part of your success but wosrage deɛ a fane sɛ wo nko a wobɛsrage a imagine sɛ me kɔdi 5 years old obi a hai sɛ meyɛ citizen wɔ ha me wo adwuma yɛ na da bia me do ha na ne kyerɛ me yɛ adwuma yɛ edu ba bi no na me ni hwee nka akra me tɔne yɛ de ne nyina wura adwuma no so aso scan nyina hye yɛ ba still there ɛma amanfoɔ nsɛm a mo ka fa me o bɔga we kura de ba abɔ no ɛbɛ o ba tware nkratam ba yɛ ne sɛ bɔga we na nka ɔno na no ho abɛkyerɛ ne sɛ o kra tank ɔkɔɛ ba abɔ no ba yɛ sɛ but man, I knew what I had, and I knew what I had in mind. And he said, "Ubeya, and more be and somehow can go and say end this cattle because we need butaya open." And I was also all the agent actually said, "Opa, a bad thing, a bad thing was here, will be a best room, but never give up because you know where you're going." And I'm a boom, I may at the right time, I'm said, "Let me through one." And I'm free. Maybe I'm still on it. The amount from when I'm still on it. And I know they could build a bigger cold room. Make a yanamwa, a yaniminium, I am minima. You are storage, our market now. What else? But it's taking me 10 years to even build one business. I was from foundation, meaning forever. Once a nipa did me what storage, me what power, me what that is going to be there forever. And I do, and you say a deeper rooted. Now a root new for now start to say it's like a magic. And I am from now a bamboo effect now can. Very, very, very important. Say a business here. There's been a bamboo effect, Say, still brand. So na year we are. Who so fast was 10 times the way. And you was asking for that so. Another one thing, another thing I'm person make her about it. Yeah, I at them be paying. Yes, once to answer Yahoo the Mudru. Now, many of more platforms on Mutia Brooklyn. So, one, yes, say, who was so who we are a number of Brema, and I say. So, I saw who the other two who could have Brema, or more ever two or Mohano. The other one. I'm with you, dear. Sabe yam penfo bu ye muntie o se chinchin soso ene soso chinchin abrochire uba o ya kra e soso but unko the more you are aging no aye dene amrofo no be yusu asan na unyini wia no be husa ho wia se hwe se usupa kra usupa no esinsa I know a lot of background omukra be ma unura kun because they don't want to spend on you and to me they are, I'm not disputing say maybe I would kwan but to kwan advantage I mean who say wom say and say who opportunity to learn from the white people kwan o mo fa so e won ne mo bi tua de na safa fo from na fe usua wi afa ko pro fa ko bibi na de nti am make sense and say enkofo we no wo ya sa book ye a aside so I don't know if you can read it from there the distraction of black civilization yeah by Professor Chancellor Williams okay say me let's understand that for the last 600 years, no, Mrofunu the God to Yemwa. She said, and it takes few people like you who are bringing us back to our conscience, who are lighting the light in our minds. And this is what Abuchana, what is Brony, and how, and I said, the enemy money and normal, and your normal. And you are behind. Opportunities books to be Muslim Wunyana Ghana and to Toby. And answer we say the confession of economic hitman to Toby. Let's see, and they are what doing in the hall. Now, what doing the whole we are. But it's a was for Kania. So Kania we are. The beer is a beer will be. And to me, they are feel so brochura. But opportunity, not get information beer. And to recently, Nanya available to us. How are you? Now, first of all, doing Kania. That's all my heart. I out there, not now, and yet be about like we about papa. Because who have the actual more born to Krahan. Now, here, dear, I took one. And I may no may can me Martinum be. Maybe I had 20 years near 20 years. But I've always invested in Ghana because in himself on me home. I started investing 2007. Up to now, I haven't given up because I never enemy free. Sani aka no me anoma me nkwatena nsuom da menim ne me firi me besua ade a entu ya ba yo ho sa besua ade e du nim de akoye odie yie na me de a ene ya de anse so wan tie na oba ya ho sa we ya guy broni wato ka wato we ato we na wo bi credit ene ne ha o wira ba o da papa na wan we yi a unyini usupa no esinsa nkrofo no beku anti muslimu yɛn nyinaa yɛ nipa baako woyɛ bia wo hɛteɛ no yie mma borɔkyerɛ nyɛ wo dɛ sɛ woma no yɛ ɔda awerɛ afiri ho a wobɛtua ho ka and then followed by sɛ sɛnea na ɔsaagyefo ɔka mede the distraction of black civilization kae no woyɛ bia no adeɛ a ɛhia paa sɛde da bi ɔsaagyefo ɔka no ɛyɛ history na history no ama wohu nkurɔfoɔ wei ade a wɔn de ayɛ gya a wɔn de atoa mu ɛna disunity amongst black people you understand where it's coming from nipa leaders a wɔn ayɛ akorɔmfoɔ ate yɛ so a yɛ wɔn ama yɛ abrabɔ nyinaa sɛ no you know where it's coming from because studies nyinaa kyerɛ sɛ all these guys are agents of the Western imperial systems let me tell you me ma this nyɛ kyerɛ m sɛ politicians o ahemfo asɔfo they are the agents of the colonial empire the agents of the imperial empire the agents of the capitalist empire and sɛ wohu saa nneɛma wei nyinaa a yɛyɛ no koraa no wobɛkɛsɛ yɛayɛ adeɛ obi tu a ɔse abibifoɔ nim nyansa abibifoɔ adim abibifoɔ ɛsɛ sɛ wo parents yɛ afuo No, be and where danger would there be all yes, elsewhere. Never bet for Jatuma. For so many times, now say your woundness, your parents in near Japadia, no Muniska, no Munia Funa. That's how did your parents, as I'm saying, or Muya Quadufua. Then I can challenge you, say, go and learn their history. Maybe I know Munya Quadufua, but a time for being I I'm not saying we should not take responsibilities. But what I'm saying is that we should know what happened to us and what has been happening to us, and how the enemy has reinvented for the last 600 years. And most disastrous thing, Quran said. Sometimes when we talk about slave trader, among folk is slave trade. It's not a trade. It's exploitation. Now, the continent of Africa, over 350 years, we were on the run for your life. We were on survival mode. Obronia Pro ato moba ama wunu binuma wafa agent. There be a mu chase what to aqua. There be a mu chase you a kun. And who can build when you are on the run? And yeah, who have a technology in our and go forward ever destroy Nina. It's a key human resource, everything to their place. And since that in the and to say aside for down or move be amaya huniama. Enti please, so with the former and what yes, I will destroy no more didn't can do ho get the form. Enti mummy home. Now I am forced to say, yeah, best story. Now aside for them straw. When the time comes, please help us and get to the leadership position because our agents no more to Omu use no cry worse than Mrofno. Oh, anti yes, Ramo. Moma no yenta a for project nachi. Many I mean say and early next year I'm for good. In the draw, I'll always keep in touch. Say ever prayer or ever I'll build this mental enlightenment program. Anti made the man who see no. Monka who said, scholar being a research or say. They are British for celebrating a party. And it's when they succeeded turning Africans to Christianity. And they said that we succeeded in cutting off all the light into their minds. And this will be cultural say we succeeding in cutting off the light into your minds. How disastrous that project is. How disastrous that thing is. And say wow say wuni nyame wo Christo say menti wuni nyame no weapons of mental distraction omodi be switch wagon off. And then when you do look at the miseducation of the Negro, that school where it doesn't teach us anything. Last one is a kind language na the most ancient language and the most language and yes, language be a kind language. A language that explains itself. A language that teaches you a group and cry to be biased. There is no language in the world that yes, a kind language. And the language in I said paper, a storage chip. And nuna unya saying and no need no. You put it together, and you have to chip also. And the language in the extremo. Mama young friend Yagro, a woman said, Yabetina ha Kwame, I say, you can't English, but your language in the part here, I dear Yansa won't panty, yes, no Mama young friend Yagro, as I for, I mean, come home, yeah, that's super brave. Marie, Yachao, Auntie Tilly, Michao, or this about how Michao can come, only Mr. Buffy Moon and Michamo. As I for, but I say, into my free strand of the round.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Michelle. So, all right. There was a way good. So, Auntie Sigasa.
I'm so being patched up. It's your new business of winning now.
What guy you
This year, I can say, what got any baby? What got told you? That's a new topic, no. Topic out there with the bamboo effect, no. Oh, come, I drink your baby. Brian can be said to say yin crano. I think say can come ne kai. Sana nyankopon crash no nti ade de o pa enye prekope but o kasaf kane no ka bibi say o ye ni nyina na wo sua ade wo no na say yanhwe na ye mexi a obetumi ka de say atwe akwa akire because dia ye ni nyina na bi a ye wo ye na wabɔ fom na wasɔre ni nyina no ya adesua process ye fem na ye sua de wonim so this time me kɔ ha anye ye nti me kɔ ho bi mu a me wɔ nneɔma a me de bɛtoto akwan mu ansa me kɔ because me sua bibi wɔ mu ni nyina akyi na wo kɔ seminars na wo ka wo read the books nti sa aspect ni very important e wo say abre ni abre nyina no a business ya na say adwuma ye ne de ye njai because ye hu say ho na fa ho die o nti ye na enye ye ni nyina ye bo fom na ye sorry na Mr. Pierre Kubi Kaniko store no ni nyina me ye sure say sisi ejina because throughout the process ni nyina no sua bibi wo mu na nyame ncha de ode wa maye a ode bia no o chreche ye nti ni nyina nso ya ade a eni say ye de tutu fom say ebi a me all the time no me ya ade ba ko na de bia me ti saa eni say ba ne saa nti all the time no ye tie nchehwe a wo chreche ye kan book di afoforo ye na ye sua na ye hwe na ye ankasa nso de ye anye ye no nso na ye sua nti the information and also the knowledge aspect na wo kan no very crucial pa o say ye hwe ne ye nti no nti na seminars a wo be bia no wo say dodo na ye DC ni so say ye be sua de because abrabom no un information a obetumi mistakes bebre na mistake bi o ho obetumi aye saa obe repeat the same mistake na eba saa nso a ebe hardring yeah we repeat same mistakes over and over a hardring into no to avoid the no so na just when ya nimdie foforo and no so no obi be ka say you have to stretch yourself obe stretch ho na wenya because who kind book bi wo ha wo mpe but we see person okay we dey me kind 5 kind say pages and I say seminar okuma asime one crime okofodua but me penim die foforo e dey asesa mabrabo and I say my nneoma akoso ankoyi we say cash flow seminar e ba okuma ase 15th of November mami nkotie although say eniwo ye kan say obro no so but also stretch you munauko because you want to change the equals repeating na repeat our brabo nti no growth in subeba sometimes we have to stretch ourselves I'll say yeah stretch you free of comfort zone baby we be kona enya wo de and I say enya wo peno no but winim de esi weni so wo go bi a wo pese wo achieve nti obi wo beka so Kumasi ton na ye seminar cash flow but cash flow ye ade de ko all the time uni cash flow en fa onko enye ye de ya okoya nurse ni na bosum ya mawo esa na adwen na enye we papa Mr. Obi no crow de bia twen na wo hwe date na wo bi ofo na wo hwe calendar but se wo bibi a wo ye ka ho a the cash flow every day and every week kra na obehu say your thinking no ebesisa because eba either say the share adwuma mu na wo hwe bibi foforo a wo de be nti this seminar no very important nti endwen so me wo takra de me nko me okofodua me nkwa na me won kan ade no wo Kumasi but yen stretch ye ho unim dia ope financial freedom maybe in 5 years what set your target maybe in 6 years in 10 years in 15 years say na person misika semudru inti na information ye ntoto na se sa be hu say enoma bi wo ha wo ye da bi repeat sa na afide o de kwehye ya anu say obi na aye na obi na jamode bi a be hye madwuma ya me ya se but na information fufuro bi a wunya ye anasa ade a wugusu ye ne no ana wo ye but se wakọ seminar we koshia amanfo we enya networking we tie di amanfo kan dance amanfo di hu se oba ebesisa anytime I me tie meba seminar online bia no me wi a medwen ho atia obehu se ade bi a wo ye no na sa wasesa ho wasesa won sa no kakra na we wasesa wadwen mu kakra and then you obehu se wo kọ wanim inti no ebusuafo ma ye ntoto information anase nimdie ewo fom na ye mbo modern Mr. B yes seminar cash flow on the 15th November I think say kwan wom inti no ye mmoa ye ho bebia o Ghana bia obetumi akọ ewo University Engineering Auditorium na ye nkọ na ye nkotie information na ye ntumi emphasis on your Brian ka bibi about betting I think say ye youth no idea ye we me fa taxi driver ni say madam scan former me momo na me si o aden me di kocha bet me bisa ni say na we try no say na we di ozi o de bia na aka akro dan me di 200 am say hey na wundi bi na de bia wo de wo sika ko we nso wi aka che car say car ni say ya na say me enye adwuma me tu ni fo aba ku say we si na adwen pi nti no bet ni ha adwen nti Mr. Obin ye wo me catch it here for Obin da foundation ye top pen drives Mr. Obin pen drives ya any books no ye de call baby information center ni we wo because dodo na information na ebesisa me share ye youth na sometimes na me real kakra because in the next 15-20 years no more na omeba be di o mine so na you see a bet no de wo ho until we need to push and change some of their thinking no they will almost dream idea na so who say bet na ye die wo ade no so entisa Mr. Obia share the bamboo effect ye die enye lack enye bet enye lotto enye who want to be a millionaire. It's a process and you have to pass through. Enti no wo ana se woni mo bi wo information center na say baby I betumi de Mr. Obin pen drive ni bi foundation Mr. Obin foundation no on beto akọ free mpacho ma ya so nti na yentumi fa anko na emrenti omoba no in their 20s ne 30s no ene mbaba wa no munye bintie na adwene nsesa because Osha in 20 years time omo na omo be CEOs omo de agency ebi mu be deputy ministers nti no adwene do omo trim na no ana omo de be hihye mrama yen ebedu ho nso no na yaye mpanifo kakra we be se we ye pani a se bia ya na wontumi nkọ te se dia we ya grantie nti no we ye dan ya omo na omo be hihye ana se omo be cheche man no e de ama ye nti no unim baby a betumi di pen drives ni bi akwa ana school I di books ni bi be kwa mpacho na wa ma ya so ate na etumi edi sa adwuma no na ye nyina ye mo na youth no omunya Mr. Obin information because ye nyina ye be di dance ye say Mr. Obin enchurchro no aboa yen ye bi mo etumi aka ye ho abom ye adwuma ye so na say me ba fie be shop ni nyina Mr. Obin church nti anka ye ti abrochire sa ye diners o sha umpe edwuma no ye de wa share so na o se oba but through Mr. Obin no ye nyina ye tumi aye bibi bra o say o kasa kama wakofie o say Stacy enye hu bra Debi o kasa hu say ya vim wom o ye nti no ye ma youth no nso nya sa information ni bi nti ye mo na ye ntumi enche pen drive na nko nti boss ye beda ase e na seminar ni nso no ye mbomode na ye register na ye ntumi mbra kuma ase 15 cash flow Mr. Obin na mi sha on message ye da ase bebre
Is it that's it? Normal the bread.
boss miss me da ase pa ne ride no ye bedroom so ye bedroom Thursday no yeah you know na mi sha
Yes, madam. No, that's it.
performance
Yeah, I'm just All right. you go so. Abena, Abena.
Mr. Obedako, Legend, good evening.
Evening.
Bepasho, Mechia Abusiafu nyina Obedako followers, Mechia Ubia, Auntie Maria, Radisha, Mechia also. Na topic there, I know a day. The bamboo effect. Yehu bamboo a wokaya na madwen kra situ se wohu bamboo a eno nko asi hoda. Obehu bamboo no na eye bebre. Na je se wa hye fom ho. Asiesie ne ho yie. Enema bebre akoso te se ansa na wo bepie no, opie so a eye multiple bebre. Enti no na je se yen so no se ebra ye hye fom a anase ebra ye keka ye ni aye enema no yesu ade nimdia no nso no a yesu ade a shape your mindset no the kind of nipa ye ni omonam no so hia enamfo a ye ni omonam na nsem a ye tie no because wo beti ase we na nipa wo ni omonam no se enye business enkomo amudi no it is for now no market nipa bebre.
Yeah.
Yes, I was a cutting nipa bebre because what tie na only obi di nkomo no woka no ka bi no de na baby. Wa dwen na bono ne de nam ho. Enti je nkomo no kra na fa. Enti I was a cutting nipa no. Obi just a whole lot. Obi atam UK connections yi eba yi amanfo ko wo munya adwuma nyi. Obi afam sika kata obi nti sika na wo de ba UK no. It won't mean tena Ghana and mfa and start business bi. O se da bi now de nye ho nyanka wo koe. Na me se me buy no. Se me was anim dia na me wo yanka me ntu kwan. Come into quite, to be honest with you, come into quite. Because that time no, me by 2017. Na me ye my juma. Me ye teacher ni ame je salary, but nim diani ni ho ye shesha form. Nim diani ni ho. Entino ye tam $13,000 etua mobi. Na kasas kanan kamenyi 5,000 krana na kamede starti bibia. Eka for now no enka me komeni. Ba nipa no to fi say wo abrochire no wo de chesa say wo wo bua wo say abrochire na efew but abrochire no the truth is ye de wedie na epre. Wo de wedie adwuma a wo beye ne sebe te se pa wo pani oso ne ma ne kon nyina ayeyere na wo hu chese adwuma na den adwuma bi abeye wa abrochire ba wote Ghana ade a me messe pa ne se ka me kwa adwuma no pa me firi me fi a me kofa trotro no wo be chi ante ma chi madam wo te se we so ho ye te se eno kwa ma wo fili o
Adamu ho de ebi ni ho
wo tie wo bi kro view wo ni time wo bi aso ne ye sabe asa ya bob bell say se soja fo obi a kre wo obi a dimirika wo be because wo jira 1 minute and bus betu aja ne tue betu aja no on view kra eti aniama be se ya ka obi be ka se me so me ba basika na wo de ba na no ne o capital no wo capital na no sa sika no a wo de ba buche na ne no capital no. It is a wo as bamboo na wo hye ho wo penim de Mr. Obeda ko church sales seminar no ukona ukosua de cash flow wokosua ade a ni nyina no ebe build up na build up na bamboo ni pia wobɛhu sɛ eba multiple bamboo enso baako empie baako pɛ wobɛkɔ na ɔmo yɛ group na egu hɔ bebree fɛfɛɛfɛ enti sɛ wohyɛ fam na wokɔ up and down wɔ Ghana na wotimi build up for 10 years 15 years a obi abɛhyɛ aburokyire na wo mmra no na wo body ne nyina akora ego yes na wo body ne ego na wo hyɛ Ghana wo yɛ wo business a wo use wo body already no emfa fight too much wo de wadwen nimdeɛ a wo kɔ up and down wo sua mistakes a wo yɛ wo sua no wo yɛ mistake na wo sua ade afiri mu ɛno ɛna wo de build wo business ɛnyɛ wo already aburokyire na yɛ already ɛna wo de ɛbɛko apesika no na ɛno akosi da bɛnya 60 years untimi 60 years 65 no na wago wabrɛ basa wo yɛ Ghana 60 years untimi sɛ do wanyene deɛ but wo yɛ okay obi ofi aburokyire bɛba no wo sɛ wago ɛyɛ adwumaden eti abusuafo ɛsɛm a yɛka no Mr. Obeda Akoka no moma yɛntie no asopam sɛ the effect of ana bamboo effect no sɛ wo Ghana grounds na wo hyɛ no siesie wo ho penimdeɛ seminars no kobi penny books read other books kan na penimdeɛ siesie wo ho sɛ abrabɔ no wo bɔ wo fa wo deɛ ɛna bɛpere ayɛ adwumaden bebree ɛde ayɛ Mr. Oben Eradi Nyankopɔn enhyia na last week so me ba so bɛyɛ me solar light no ho asɛmpa amanfoɔ so akontate me nipa bebree jezeme kra na no nipa bebree yɛbu ayani abre ya bɛsɛ yɛ bagana na adwuma no nyeze yɛde yɛde repere tibesɛ amo yɛ ayi ɔmo tonto nuane ne nyinaa wa wo pedi so contact me poultry farmers no ene obi aso wo hia light ne bi individual bia wa wo pedi atɔ electrical shops for no nyinaa no mo contact me na yɛdwa na nipa ni abre me so me pesa me bampo Ubeti afra me wo WhatsApp ewo +23 sorry +32 459 554 7035 +32 49 554 7035 na me pacho yadija erade esha obibia so bye bye
and Deborah also yo that okay yo eguso anti abuna no obogo bengasa
boss 3
oh you mama
bacha wan moji
hey egomoto
boss moji apena boy 11 3
enya moto
nyamo boy 11 3
okay
boss na asalute
you say
yeah madam Nisa champion for better than na go on sabe de danse and that topic no ma I quite say ase u timi pa seriously and I come mu pa na me nya that this topic me nya iki ni show pa I say but who just me na brabo me say that me no be any competition they say me build the baby in pre mo say kakra manya me fa goto moto ba goto car ma da bi Then me wama someone akom pa na misra. Na because me na before me no musi so ha no. He be pretty rough. Because I bet you go to moto, you go to car, you go to see. I made them pre-crab back. Because my mom want target say at least 50 years. Like 50 years here, not at least. Once I build a business, my financially free. You mean rush to cry, then you maybe that's a prime topic at the moment. That's a and that's what me throw, but Pacha me say, I'm the same. 500 number this throw, 500 last number. 500 last number this throw. And Pacha me number. Not me Padia Jefu, not maybe just say resilient, you know. We be online, na minimum, come not my jeep. Nanka, my top, I'm a jiba. Even say possible, sir.
Okay.
But why be
Just a minute. But just a minute.
Take a man. Was resilient, you know, where the mood. Now, I say, in Kawaya online seminar about resilience and I come on get because the topic I was teaching it's resilient. Was so resilient, pray. But obey you don't have one. Say no matter what, we didn't pay Suyama, we bring to the chat. I bring out my financially free. For with the end to make it first. Now you may tell Obi I can Obi attack grass that yeah, okay, bamboo. The whole bamboo effect, no, bamboo effect. Obi attack grass that Obi attack grass that yeah, I hope the bamboo no say yes. Bamboo no dey be free power. Boss, I'm sure. See, ama, yes, Wama, never be other one. This is the nothing to talk about. And a more pressure, Shatawale program. And I'm said that big made a big jump. In who's all life in the Dominion Corporation of Syrian. Then you may have to shout. Boss, maybe I'm with the other say, customer Diaba. Boss, the American and go on shrubbery.
But this guy.
Done it. Now, this is the best university ever. This is the best university ever, and I'm always happy. Say, Mekan University. And go on shop, that's because this guy, I'm in shop.
Yo, right. Oh, in a very good.
Mr. Ben Pacho, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Pacho, we meda was here, you may not Matia Momiso. Now, we the first one, the medical can send Pacho, Jumana or the Sherman Sano, Siciano, Yastatia, ye ton banchino. Inti, Siciano. Me nua ba no me ankasa de metu kwan me wa asenku a me ye adwuma bi wo nti ma me nua ba no na start a o to aha ti wa fa me se
dagwa so we ni dagwa ja ha
no kre ba na me no kre we dey facha me na me draw attention we dey facha me
ya frame ni nka
facha mate
ya frame di so
mate bamboo infect na person make kakra Mr. Ben
yeah
Pacho bamboo infect na person make kakra minim so be ma me chance
yes sir go ahead yeah
okay you say ye can say me ama brabo mu na wo dey preaching because menti bi kura da see if be bamboo infect menti bi da but ucheche mu na mehu se no amu ne nam no because me kai me first na edan kura na ho den ma me e de da bonten kwan ya ye pese ye tena kumase ye nso ni kumase fie yenso ni sika de be ha dan ene ya free akura ase ne abakuro ene ya di etin pempem saa so ne kakra ese me ni kura me wo pro to be 5
Hey.
me ni kura me wo 5 plots fan say matimi ayen kakra mata me de ebeye niema nti ni nyina che say de wo kan no bamboo infect na wo kan no wo hye fom ho ya unhu na nipa so unhu nti wo de kakra sa obi threat me ka say na obi a wo cheska na wo de phone we video we na ya wo ye onim se camera no drone no kro motor no metima to drone no de se de me pe bat me pese me drew level bi a me ama hye no metirimu a wo se me drew ansa no ma yes ade no nti tambia no de wo kan no no kre de wo che nyina de ekoyie die mu na me hu ni se ekwan pa kasa de hia wo wiase pa wo se nke kire nipa no eno na wo kire no se wuyi we free ho a me ngi ni se ade bi wo wiase ehia se na de na wo kire no nti me ntimi mfa me tan ho ntie bibia wo wiase bi e kan wo message ene se me tie me ame ho se me ame video na me tie me ho ana se me tie wo message eno na etimi ma manage nti se kan bia no wugina mu a onkomo a wudi no wudi maye because ene me hu se wa post bibi na me hu se na me se Mr. Obin aya na adai because na me madwen ho dada ma twa gu me phone so a na me se me post na ma twa gu se de wo se odi ye bia wo de bai na de hia ne se odi nso be gu ho so wo na wo be decide abrabo a wo se wo bo wo na wa blabo ne hye won se wo na wo drive car no wo na wo be kire ba bi ade be fa me ba Facebook amba mbe hu ye no wa post bibi a ye de fa de fa ho pepepepepepepe nti me yam hye me se adai me se wow na se Mr. Obin said ya wo kan no se wo start say wo pay attention ama message na e be da ne honhom betre wo mu nti time bia no wa dwen no adwen high wo dwen ko akiri na sa so the history ni ben ho a e ma wo te wo ho ase na wo hu de wo betimi aye na afi so kra no e ma sika no enhye da nya ade a wo be pre ho bebre sa because kwan ya fa so nya sika no wo hu o mpanimfo a kire wo mpanimfo amu ate ase sika no obi owo sika bia no wa plant wadua sika na sika ye adwuma ma no a won hyeda emfa hode gidigidi na emomo wo niam a wodi sika hyehyehye mu a over time no ye adwuma ma na asenko ha ye mai bi adwuma na Mr. Obin mai no oni kura odan be 7 or apartment or stores and so Mr. Obin uji ze ye ne for prague ya da bia ka kura woni bi Mr. Obin ka kura woni bi ka kura woni bi enti bitimi hwe ne saa na me se wow afi na Mr. Obin sam na wo kan nyina de di wa abonten afi na mi hu niema ne clear pa se ye no kure pa na wo kan se nipa no betime di kokko enso no 1 billion da dem odi kokko ya toto so no 1 billion da dem nam di si na ni so nti opese wo ja bibi menchirima enti se nipa no na adwene ye different from ye ni ayede ye tofun 100 million ye de chire ye tofun 50,000 and 40,000 and ye de chire no nti bamboo infect ne de ye no kure Mr. Obin ye wo form ho aye so ye tietia bank kakra me de me du anamo achi na me ye videos eno ase me ye TikTok live ma de achi me gina so ma de achi e wo TikTok o Mr. Obin obi owe bia ne nkomo a wodi ni se Mr. Obin we obusuani ana obi timi Mr. Obin omitimi kokasa obi platform so say nipa okasa de yesro me hwe wanim wo ye Mr. Obin bibia ana minim ensem kro na asisi a me ka omo de refem ti amani je se ye de me compare ye nya obi a wa asasi so amfuma compare ne se wo nti eno keke no e ma me hu se sebi wa ma madru akiri e wo ma adwen mu sisi a me dwen ye sisi a me hu se even e kra ye power o ma je free ensem no e kon ne ya ese e kon na begina ya no nti because omudo ma no na bebo ye nti yeso ye wo se yenso ye de ya no e sane ye nkofo na sɛ dodoɔ no asane a ɛne ɛbɛtumi agye bom even yɛnya 30% koraa mo sane a ɛbɛtumi agye ɛho afi saa nkɔfoɔ wei nsɛm na mehu sɛ ɔmo de ɛhu ɛna ɛbɛteteeɛ ɔmo de wuo ɛne atemmuo ne nneɛma basaa no wɔn bɛteteeɛ na ma ɔmo yiyi nyame so no ɛfiri yɛ mu nti saa nneɛma wei nyinaa wɔn kyerɛkyerɛ ama masua saa adeɛ wei nyinaa ama sɛsi a mesua ɛkwan a na asante fa so tete ɔmo soldiers no deɛ nti a na nipa bi tumi gyina de ne ho bɔ afɔdeɛ ma ne man sɛ bɛyɛ ɔman no bɛdi nkonim because wohwɛ a tam asante ne dɛnkyerɛ bɛko no yɛ nkɔmhyɛ baa sɛ ɔmo bɛdi nkonim a agye sɛ adehyeɛ no bi do ɔmo ho abɔ afɔdeɛ nti ahemfo no bi kwawu hene yɛka no sɛ yɛka no sɛ asante mewura fi kuro no but ahemfo no bi yɛtwitwa bi mu animu no so ɛto mu nampeten yɛde mirika twifa bi so yɛde tuo ma ebi sɛ wɔni akona anim but ko na wɔkɔ no hɛ no wantotuo no wodeɛ wɔni wɔn anim ne yɛnku no ne nyinaa no saa nkɔfo no ɛyɛ dɛn na wɔn tumi nya saa adwene sɛ megyina no mako sɛ me manfoɔ benya fa ahodie nko adeɛ a ɛdeɛ nko adeɛ ka kyerɛ wɔn a wɔn tumi nya saa adwene no wei nyinaa ma me hu ne sɛ na yɛn teteɛ na yɛde teteɛ no na yɛ programe ama ewuo no kora ba ne yɛ pere sɛ yɛbɛkɔ akɔhyia wuo no because na ewuo nya adeɛ a ne yɛ suro nti na wopɛ nipa de akɔ ako a easy sɛ wobɛnya bi but sese no ɔmatimi atete ama ɛden sɛ wobɛnya nipa no bebree a wobɛtumi de wɔn akɔ ako akɔgye fa ahodie ama wɔn nti sɛ yɛbɛtumi anya fa ahodie ama Ghana ama yɛ man Africa na agye sɛ yɛtumi tete yɛn nkɔɔfoɔ no bebree a wɔn adwene no bɛtumi afiri ehum na wɔn agye atom sɛ ne ma bɛyɛ na obɛfiri asase so koraa ɔpɛ because esi a saa na me ma adwene na akɔ sɛ even sɛ mɛka Ghana asɛm anaasɛ Africa asɛm na yɛbɛhwetumi ama mɛfiri asase so na sɛ nipa bɛnya nkwa koraa mepɛ sisi a saa na ma adwene na akɔduru nti ne nyinaa menya firi history no mu na deɛ nti a menya saa ade no so yɛ wo a mebɛhyia wo no ɛna ama menya saa adeɛ wei nyinaa nti ama metumi sisi a medwen yie metumi hyehyɛ me nneɛma mebɔ me bra nkakra nti meda ase paa so ɛna mɛka asɛm na no so ho asɛm kakra obi a wɔte yɛnka biara wɔ platform yi so biara yɛsɛ sɛ Mr. Obin trans biara no ɔyɛ seminar ɛkyɛngye nipa abrabɔ because my brabɔ asesa totally through Mr. Obin ɛwɔ mu sɛ nneɛma no bebree wɔ hɔ a mentimi mfiri mu ne nyinaa mu ba sɛ concert paa deɛ sɛ medi concert akyi deɛ Mr. Obin ka mede me nkwa betwa so because mehu ni sɛ adeɛ hia wɔ wiase paa ne sɛ wobɛtumi asesa nipa abrabɔ bibia ni asase so hia me sene saa de no sisi nti nyame nhyira wo sika ho nimdeɛ no so yɛnya na yɛnya sika ho nimdeɛ na adeɛ me de ne sɛ ne yɛ tena saa kɔmetam a yɛbɛwu nti wayɛ adeɛ sɛ wo do ho ɛbɔ afɔdeɛ because adeɛ a woyɛ na nka wo nkwa bɛtumi afiri wo nsɛm nso woanwene wei nyinaa ho because adeɛ a wokyerɛ woyɛ threat ma sɛ bi yatamfo no nkɔfoɔ no a wɔn taayɛ no wɔn ho deɛ woyɛ a ɛha wɔn nti wei mu nyinaa akyi no wodi bi ahoma abɔ wɔn mu ɛna wɔnyɛ kyigyinafoɔ na still wo sɛ wobɛyɛ ewuo kura wobɛwu ɛkyerɛ me sɛ me so a medi w'akyi no ɛwɔ sɛ the same adwene bi na medwen sɛ na adeɛ a na Mr. Obin ɔmutumi di yɛ nkɔɔfoɔ paa no ɛyɛ sika nti sɛ yɛ nkɔɔfoɔ no tumi nya sika ho fa ahodie no a wontumi mfa sika nkɔdaadaa no ɛma ne nkɔyi ne leader no ɛma because sika no a wɔde kɔ no sika no wonim sɛ sika no nyɛ adeɛ biara ɛyɛ just a paper kɛkɛ a so wɔtoto na abrabɔ yi a wobɛtumi anya bi nti ade nti na ɔkɔyi ne leader ama because of sika saa nteteɛ wei nyinaa no yɛ onyansa a wode ho bɔ afɔdeɛ a wokɔpɛ ɛbaeɛ ɛna wabɛplante a yɛ nyinaa bɛnya nsonsanso wɔ yɛ mu sɛsɛ wadua no wɔ mu sumi dua no wɔ nkɔɔfoɔ mu sɛsɛ mahyɛ aseɛ me nso mahyɛ aseɛ nya followers ma sɛ mahyɛ aseɛ nya nkɔɔfoɔ a even sɛ mebɔ wa koraa no a wɔmayɛ wɔn adwene sɛ mobɛtie sɛdeɛ memedi w'akyi no a Mr. Obin deɛ woka bia menyi akyi even sɛ gatam koraa na wɔ sɛ menwura na sɛ hɔ no menya nkwa a mewura because esi ano my adwene sɛ wo na ayɛ bibi bia because wo message ɛna ama ma yɛ fu nipa because me hu sɛ nipa a wayɛ fu nipa yɛ nipa a wotimi dwen ɛma afoforo if you want your man or no, na meet me friend say or you full human being. Nti Mr. Obin Yamin shall be brave. Yamin shall. Me kasa me kan ade beti enso nti me kan se me twa so na eja obi so so ato aso na me shall nti me pa cho me no be di eyi no ho nkomo back door say de o kan.
Sure. No problem. Okay, that's it. Sharp. Nana B, kasa. Nana B. Okay. This not I do say poku or I do say poku.
Senior, good evening, senior.
Yes. Good evening. Yeah.
Senior. Senior. We are work there.
Woko.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, Yaminado, you are senior. I hope so. Sure. For no be out here.
We are here.
Yes, senior. Senior, me de me huni say kakra me anu amiti so abre onikura kum tie de nka kese. Yen kan say Yamin sure. Na de me kan say ye wo kan some of them no nkra no bebre ho no ma young guys no. Omunye hu de wo kan ase. Intimi so ya me ha ho pi we still time no because there's a big time ahead of us. There's a big task we need to deal with. It is crank now on your 20s. The things there normal to obey not touch in class assembly about platforms no senior. Don't waste your time with them. As I know me about or no asro. Okay, here in Tijano. Okono nyema people ne kasa be and simple. Into the sang crank boys in the jam na you concentrate the big thing ahead of us. Tina the boy na kind there and my me tears we as a pan life is anity. We school, me opportunities. Come me feel me name me senior me brand penny for engineers. The opportunities me say engineer, you know, so born as a civil. Me say civil in time opportunity no ho. Me a national service because community water. Me ko boom mo ha my attachment. Me attachment. I'm 1 year contract. Come me ni be fa me kwa akra. Me kwa akra me dam me kam as me me PS there. Me graduate o ma no be school dey no be say me on from so dey oboa or so dey afa na we am fie from national service when ya Ghana community water when ya apartment me say free community water manwie ya mam 1 year contract no kwa manwie na me dey kwa akra me kudu akra say me nko tamale aside to ho mo dai komu ewia ma amanfo ye dai komu ade me ba akra me at the age I think 2016 2014 2015 na me was site a emrofo nkwa na shemase me a consultant rep on site me pick up me come me feel like auntie what is it auntie na we are sepan there life no there auntie am say eja mo me boy back me mate back no mo ye ayi road no I Malam Junction to La Paz road no mo ye no engineer ho ti ono there na masa no dog here no koye nankon grantier sala no Isaac they go me go so the your father so then time music pick up and I won't tell me na me practice engineering na me nya better offer and it true and nyame be nka nyame boa me e wi am opportunities upon opportunities it na me na phone the obi an say me there oh me nya am ma too mature the kola then ni sanya nsenti kakra be di yensem e to fie na de ko ale senior na recently me tete we na me ne madam fi ekuche na me dwene ho say me pe kwan bi so na nka master taste and portrait sem no on matisa on wo ye bi na me ne didi nkomo na me azeki didi nkomo aze yes start on me call me say me dey oti do me dey me call because then time e nya am for twetwe man for play the omo pay juma the ocho CV na me master we dem pick up then time dem pick up man me use me car in senior now this boy you could share me no am na dwendwene in poultry farms no figures ya kind ne bo no sika wo mention no eni sika e fa ne nsem onu an sika na mi say azema onu so kwa hu mi say media je say like media mi meti de na hu mi say me get like me si mu che because you school na me na farmer mentem say adwuma sem me farmer mentem kura say me CV say actual letter for adwuma ma anye bi kura da ntin obi aso ni media na say pa the next birth na me here be 15 years in here no see I'm telling you me pe po keke light po me twin me pe light po be 4 5 me pe be 6 ato the come new site bi me twifa me bo adi akọ why new poultry farm was have biem na the site no wato be 50 wato 25 we check cash 25 ama me get the kasa no fingers babo bono okay also the open land open as fiesi we do report him grab dog if you na only figures here see Jesus and the okay now confirm pepe the time I we school me nya adwuma na me di pay njiri me hu ze no ano but no starting on the pod or the starting anankon nkrantie no fin down and fall no hwe no you say senior pick man no figures abo ne babo no yembe hyew enye duro any school enti young guys na ba ne die I think they say no university jano manen chomla ma unje sina jawa manen chomla na ebe etam ne beso na kana for better wasi nti senior edi anyu me ha me jano ada na die bompa etawachi de gusu bompa etawachi senior me na babu ana do ibi ben koso am nyina na me sure senior
ya me sure also yeah me sure Joe Kaza
Também. Aí com.
Yeah,
Não, mas muito feito o de beleza lá, também.
sir.
Esse vamos meter fufuro. Esse ne de, wasa we de, obi a watene kurase pa no beti ado yase. Eto da na ba mu ni kura no tumi de, wetwe bi de akwa kosi bayire bi hu kura na wo wetu bayire ja ho. Ya sheda kure ni ya ko jana si ho no ma mfie num be ko no no waji ho nyina afa. Dia no yede ko si ibi hu bukura bu ana de bambu ni kura de ko sumbo de wo de akosumbo de na wo ja to ho no yendua wo de wo ja to ho no mfie num mfie du be ko no no waja sase nyina aboso ukunu kura enye yie eti wasem na wo kan de se na wo kan de me de ese Mr. me din fufuro no jo de bamboo fet Zedi me din no iti no obi afa se di we pe ba be si we se di ama mama nya no no se wuntena ekura na se da Mr. Ben wonti sa do ya wo kan ase na me kan no se bamboo no ji atesi a etresa ukunu kura enye yie aha ene enya de a omo hye danso dua bamboo no ye hye dempo ndua ebi mu twa gu oba bia na ebi akoto ba bi eto ho no mo fi se wawu otumi ewa na fe eda ho no ma manimfie du obekọ no no asase waje aboso enti eda se ne san chechori amre enai mama ya adwene no ado akiri mama yetumi asuanim de na seminar na eba so 15th November no so mashube ankran se register no kobi na ye nyina ye ngenim de adekode e be ma yetumi akoso aye den ne yakoso aye se bamboo fet na ne nimde no esa se bamboo ni da nwure mu ho no insu na etoguso obi anno hu obi enhu odo bamboo no obi ankodo obi anhyeda se okodo ho kura na eda ho no emfo obi ampo ho na insu kakra no onya ne doti kakra na egu ni so no o da survive we chese nimde na wonya no so obi ammoa okura no koso nya nimde hye ho kakra ti ase a ma hu mfie du num obi abehu kura ba bi na num se na oye de na ochechire aha nti se babu fet ne de ji so watena kura ase ana se watena bebia ho na obehunu pa se ye ndua ye ndo ho aha obi ne twa na odiko si odiko sum ne board e bi no ja ho obi ne twa na odiko si ne bayere bi hu no tu ne bayere no wagya ho no ene da ho bie no okodo ho mfie num mfie du achi no agye bia nti ncheche no so agye bia amanfo na edi adanse nti 15th November no bia register na nkokuma se na nkodi nimde na miracle na nim no se bamboo effect no obegye bia nti Mr. Ben me da se ba ma me din foforo is it there edi amalante no me da se papa obi edin de mo bia pa me
Yeah,
da
that's it.
so
No. Yeah, that's it. Oh, what ever that's what I said. Is that
Ah,
what?
legend.
Yes, boss.
Legend, you were there. You will be the audio.
Yes, you also.
Yeah, I'm saying that you're point.
Hey.
I said, yeah, answer the end. Yeah, it's A4 seat. The Jafena. Yeah, this was to say, and I say, yeah, what? Never be brave. Na they say na adwene mu abie no so no ɛho sɛ yɛbɛtumi ayɛ bebree na nti ama akeka bebree abom a yɛgu so ayɛ na sɛnea yɛwoka no bamboo effect no wohu ne yie paa berɛ a ɔmo a ɔne ɔmo wie JSS ne SS no a ɔmo deɛ na ɔmo fa ɔmo ho sɛ ɔmo nim adeɛ mmɛkɔ akɔsua adwuma sɛ wohu ebi mu a na wotumi hu sɛ ɛnyɛ ɔyɔnko koraa ne ɔmo baabi a ɔmo mma koraa duru no wo deɛ na wosuro ho wo so wokɔ akɔwie university akɔyɛ masters abɛpa adwuma ayɛ obiara so wobɛwie no wobɛtena fie kakraa ansa na woanya adwuma no bi ayɛ saa time no no wahyɛ aseɛ deda ebi ma awie university ɛsɛ ne mate baako kuma sɛ ɔyusu land cruiser ne stores bɛɛ ne ɛwɔ hɔ ne branches bebree after SS ɔnkɔɔ biem na da biara mene ne hyia a asɛm a wɔka no sɛ SS no menti na meka ho bi nti na wankɔ SS wobisa no sɛ deɛ nti a ɔso na mas na ɛwɔ sɛ nka mekyerɛ no ɛna mankyerɛ no mekyerɛ no anka ɔpaasee mas ɛma no kɔɔ n'anim na mesɛ nti wampaase yi sɛsɛ hwɛ nneɛma investment a wayɛ saa investment yi nyinaa mene bi ɔso gyae mo a makɔ school akɛseɛ ɛna mesɛ school no sɛ ɛnyɛ sika sɛ still koraa no ɔnte ne ho ase nea wayɛ nyinaa akyi no ɔnte ne ho ase nti legend ɛnyɛ easy ɛyɛ ana mpɛn bebree no nimdeɛ no ɛni hɔ a woyɛ ade no a deɛ ɛyɛ no koraa no a ɛyɛ a wo nsan nyɛ wo ho nni ɛno na ɛyɛ a na ɛyɛ no because neɛ kwan no ɔnam so no nka ɔnam yɛdie kwan so paa wanya nneɛma bebree a ogu so a ɔyɛ bi the branches wabɛbie a obi wɔ Kumase sɛ wabɛbie bi wɔ Sunyane wabie bi wɔ Sunyane Kyakyiman menim sɛ mene ne kasa a yɛakyɛ menim sɛ bi Accra koraa obi wɔ hɔ ɛso so ɛyɛ ne sɛ owie ɛsɛ sɛ awantoa so no nti no she is at a disadvantage so ne nyinaa so yɛ nimdeɛ na ɛyɛ a ɔkɔ ɛna ɛyɛ a yɛn nso yɛkyɛ sɛ
obi so awie degree but ono so enye ogope masters obi so awie masters so ogope PhD ba ko so awie PhD o sa ogope fa
ai edizality it is when Indian ni ho de a du ti be pempem saa se sei na wada wo ma ye ni be da ho wo nyema bi mu ho no ye ya ade a ti hu sa ade we a me ye di me yire me ho se sei na e den me yire me ho na me ye ni yi a sei awie ni ni so first de na ja ye need that destiny helpers bi so na e fi se mpaebo bi na ebe ma ye ni abi na e fi se wonam ho a ja wo de mpaebo saa na nyame ayi obi no wabeso nsa no wabeboa ana se ebia school na okwa druba bi wie PhD na nka wanya lecturing bi na wakọ lecture na nka wanya friend say project bi na de wato project bi so project kese bi na nka amauska saa na ye adwen so ye mu bi kura yehu say o so ye adwuma foforo ka na ye ho no kura no still kura no na ye say wo doubt na adwuma no so na ye aka ho no na ye re eni kese anase ne ye nti ani wo nwema bi no ho nye ne yie ebise ne adwen ya say okay me ye adwuma no na me yeduru mpempenso bi a anase me ye na sika kakra bi ba ma na wakosi dan na ne me ka na ma sesa me ka so ahu dan sie na oni o si dan wi aso san nya ka ba ku bi ka ho na ezo bi se wa wi so ahu but they say ni a dream beyond dance yes a dream beyond dance so ahu serious legend na ya na ne ya na ya na se no wuhia afoforo na wo ne wa hu no oni o mo cha na afi adana chi ni je obi ono ntu kwan da kra no one na eka na o kire ne se ye die na Ghana ha ya on ti ase na se mi ko yi mi ti na ko to mranti bi na mi sha ase se mi ne omo kasa oh abi ye die ne die asikafo Ghana obi a ko abrochire na mi se ana mi ka se ye fa ebrew kum ha nya example ye fa ebrew kum ha nya example afi ye bobo asikafo omo ha di na mi se mu ha na ye boga na omo tete ho na mi se so ho nimdie no sa wa hwehwe a hwehwe a sɛdeɛ obi yɛ carpenter ni a ɔde ne ho kɔto adwuma mu no wasua carpentry no na wahu yɛ no saa na nimdeɛ so anaasɛ sikapɛ anaa sikanya so saa na ɛno so teɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wosua wansua a wohu ɛna adeɛ a ɛyɛ a na ɛha yɛ paa ɛyɛ akrakyefoɔ no so yɛni twɛn ho ho yɛntumi ntwɛn ɛna yɛntumi nkyekyere yɛkyekyere ade no na aba yi biribi kakra bi ɛbɔ mu a ne abamawu na yɛde hyɛ abayifoɔ abam bɛbu sisi a ɔyɛ na ade no kɔ soro na biribi nso hɛ kakra anaasɛ sinto bi aba mu na ɛwɔ sɛ nka onya nwentasoɔ na nka ɔtoa so yɛ no ɛnam sɛ saa ade no so a wɔyɛ no nwentasoɔ no ɛni hɔ no nti no neɛ nti a ɛni hɔ so no sɛ wansua wonkan hwee ɛna wontie hwee nti no sɛ asɛm wo koraa to a ɛyɛ wade foforɔ ayɛ sɛ wo nko ara na bi ato ba sɛ wokan na wotie afoforɔ de a ana wobɛhu sɛ okay stage wei na maduru nti ɛwɔ sɛ ɛba maduru saa stage wei deɛ neɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɛba na aba no ɛtwa sɛ ɛba na aba daabi deɛ no yɛnyɛ no saa yɛsaa nte aseɛ no ni hɔ nti yɛbɛda ase na dawubɔ no deɛ sɛne da biara meka no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛgu so bɔ nti ne yɛn nso kakra a yɛnim no sɛnea wohyɛ yɛ nkuran no yɛgu so a yɛn nso yɛ YouTube page no yɛbuilde so sɛnea last week mekaeɛ no mebrɛ a wife ɔwɔ Maryland wasɛnde me studio lights ɛne microphones sɛ menyere me ho nti sɛ deɛ yɛbɛka gya agu ɛyɛ na mmerɛ no sɛ nneɛma no adɔɔso na mmerɛ no saa tama ne ɛwɔ mmerɛ no saa nneɛma wei nyinaa mma na mfiri sɛ ne nyinaa so yɛ no kwan so adwene no amma ɛbi so a yɛyɛ de kakra nti yɛakeka yɛ WhatsApp page no so no so ayɛ hyɛ paa ɛmi sɛ ɛnya experience poultry farmer bi so wɔ hɔ a ɔne yɛkyɛ nimdeɛ paa ɔboa yɛ ɛmi sɛ ɛdin no yɛ Polito ɔboa platform no so paa nti kakra yɛkɔ yɛ anim nti sɛ obi wɔ ha na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔdɛn ne a yɛde other things ba abɛka ho yɛkɔ yɛ anim no yɛde nneɛma bebree na ɛba abɛka ho nti no number no yɛ 0200 348 748 0200 348 748 And YouTube page, so yeah, down so kwesi. Down so kwesi. Facebook, and so yeah, down so kwesi Frederick. And that's here for na legend Dante Professor or Deno or Benfo Dante or Boy Juma pa
That's right.
Ninja Nanos.
Sir.
Ninja Nanos. Na mi tie no pa easy uti mo se. Okay, so Jenny. Easy.
Yeah.
So no ya na. Oye obi a oye bagin bankwan de a uti a bo se asɛmpa na ɔka kyerɛ wo na ɛbɛkɔ adwendwen mu na wadwen ho mmienu nti yɛda ase paa yɛda ase ne ɔmmerɛ yɛgu so a yɛboa yɛn ho seminar no de sɛne ɛkyɛ biara yɛantumi amma physical koraa yɛhwɛ sɛ ɛbɛduru saa time na ɛfie condition no so improve na yɛatumi aba abɛka ho yɛantumi amma a yɛbɛdwane online yɛda ase na menka wo biribiara
Yes, I was.
next week yɛbɛhwɛ ahyia
Yes, sir. It has.
Legend is with us.
Yeah, thank you. I know Kasa. NS.
Okay, boss. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. Now, one boy.
Boss, my phone.
Okay.
Boss, let me show.
Yes, sir.
The bamboo effect. Topic radio. I know them. That's it. And I bring the church out the mind. If we say, you be the shop is it's out there. Enya adwemu foforo adwemu fa hodi ana ye de yenya di dane da ye ka se nyame hia ne nkyerɛkyerɛ wo de mai bi sɛ wo nkyerɛkyerɛ no foundation a ɛwɔ hɔ anaasɛ ɛyɛ ma ya bibifoɔ sɛ yɛfa na yɛpɛ mmɔ sɛ de da biara wɔde kyerɛkyerɛ yɛn no bi sɛ isi ano wontumi nsɛ wo mmerɛ wɔ adeɛ ɛho hia ho. If you say me shall say me do what you know, like one should near bibia keke. We say I didn't know where no way say ubenya so faso. Utie bibia, utie say ubesu bibia then a film. So the church any there aboa me papa. That bibia me can say problem na me womb. Na me dream say like soft bi and say obi na bad David. Me shall say me to your boss. Nema nsakyerɛ aba mabrabɔ mu deɛ mɛka de kyerɛ wo da bi na bɛyɛ me dɛ sɛ memeti 101 bɛyɛ me dɛ papa was yɛda ase paa bamboo effect na bamboo no I hope sɛ no ɛyɛ borɔfo but woba the local yi na yɛ mpampuro mpampuro dodoɔ no frɛ no mpampuro na sɛdeɛ amanfoɔ ka no ɔyɛ nokorɛ mpampuro no sɛ wohye no a the way esi ba no ɛba no triple ɛnyɛ double koraa ɛba triple especially wohye no paa sɛ wode wodwene sɛ woahye no na ase atu no ɔboa ɛba triple na ɛsan yɛ fɛfɛɛfɛ koraa ma no sɛdeɛ wosi yɛɛ no ɛyɛ foforɔ nti ɛnokorɛ topic no a wɔtiti no deɛ sɛ yɛbɛfa na yɛde to anamɔ a ɛbɛboa yɛn ɛna important a ɛhia paa yɛ history no deɛ as an Africans no yɛsua history no yie a ɛbɛboa yɛn na history no deɛ ɛyɛ foundation paa ma yɛn nyinaa youth no sɛdeɛ na ebi ka sɛ bet youth no bet ɛnɛ yi a madamfo baako kyɛ sɛ within a minute na n'ani agye within some seconds na n'ani aho na m sɛ no mɛka kyerɛ sɛ chairman abrabɔ wei a wɔbɔ yɛn mboa wo life no ɛnyɛ kyakya so nti sɛ wɔbɛpɛ nimdeɛ a ɛbɛboa wo na watumi atoto nneɛma yie na life no sɛdeɛ wodwen ana woyɛ wo nneɛma si aboa wo na deɛ ɛyɛ ne sɛ wokɔka saa sɛ na obi a metie no na Mr. Bean kra do uka kra na che se odwa na so tama obi hu se bi na kan na ma de no na yenu am sim for the ko nti so wo penim dia pe na be bua so especially wo hwe de region a wo de bra high ya adwen a boss easy o high pop say o ka say enye nyame na mesika na sika no ye ntotoye obohu madam ba ko kra de ono osore anopa ono oye nkramoni nti on de koran na na okan nipa bi say no boss un say odwen ono nko aho di da bia me kan say de oye phone ana de oye car de oye plane ana say de oye niam bi a o solve problem kese no wandwen ono nko aho so odwen dodo na aho so what you say nti say wo de wo sore anopa ana say wo sore eyi a wo bɔ mpae sɛ wo nko ara na wobɛkɔ so a ɛno nyɛ anaasɛ ɛno nyɛ achievement as a nipa so sɛdeɛ me nua yi kasa sɛ nti a ɔdwen sɛ ɔde ne kra koraa ɛto hɔ a boss me nso saa adwen no bi na medwen o si a medwen sɛ deɛ na mɛyɛ a sɛ menni hɔ koraa na boss ɛno kora o sɛ especially history no wosua history no a ɛma wo w'ani gye deɛ wowɔ so na wo so wo diem na wodwen sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ woyɛ wo deɛ yi asɛ deɛ obiara ɛyɛ ne deɛ yi no wontumi nto wo deɛ yɛ de ɛnkone sɛ sɛbi sɛ wo nkwa koraa na ɛyɛ sɛ wode to hɔ me sɛ sometimes mehwɛ history video bi a me ma save koraa wɔ me phone so mehwɛ a like ɛtumi the way asi ewura me no so wɔn sɛ amanfoɔ de ɔmo kra ɛto hɔ ɛko yɛ ana abedu especially wohwɛ kura sɛ wode kura sei a meyɛ sure sɛ na sei a na ɛteɛ ɔmo ebi afight until sɛ ɛnɛ wohwɛ mpɛmpɛnso a sɛ wode adu a ebi ɛde ɔmo kra yɛ den ato hɔ so wɔn ɛyɛ adwene bi a ɔmo yɛ den ɔmo dwen sɛ ɛsɛ yɛ pɛfa hunde ama yɛ den ekyiri mba so wɔn nti sɛ yɛnsua history a yɛ youth no yɛbɛyɛ bet no nso deɛ yɛmfa yɛnkosi hwee sɛdeɛ wɔka sɛ abrabɔ no yɛ kyakya so yɛnsua history no a abrabɔ no bɛyɛ bet sami so boss yɛda ase paa ne nkyerɛkyerɛ a wɔde ma yɛn mehyira wo boss kakra a me nso mɛka no
Yamisha. And I say,
okay boss
Yamisha. It was for Yanda Obiasi. Yeah. And Obiasi. And the 15th, yeah, seminar Okumase. Cash flow seminar, 15th. And the numbers, and the area to my mess and Fanto. Uma Bida make it a point to come. Uma Bida Bishia, which I'm for us, but yes, me. The only so with me. And here, so you make create environment, you hear society now. And normally, Brian, increase productivity, sir. Power the hair. Normally, Brian, who social media platforms, you see it. Normally, be Brian, but Matthias said in Tiani Pano. Dodo ano, and normal enco to say the more penal because to be a model moment. And then some motino and 5 year dimba no creno and marking Montesa where they are here. Bami Yaman John Power with Gua. A cheme said at the idea bar at the innovation bar. The world is competing on innovation, on entrepreneurship, so on word creation, technology. That's where the world is mainly competing. The world is not competing on sports. These are the ones. No. So the entire amount for any average China for is because China is what? It's competing in technology, innovation, industry, production. So more critique yedi. Yeah, hands out here so deliberately, intentionally. One more 1 year amre. The normal ye hone and normal yanka as a society ye buno. And your normal idea ye improvement. They don't give us any cutting edge. so what up I mean what channel up what do you call TikTok or Facebook or YouTube radio TV normal you hold it in high esteem because the sound of awareness and normal you hold it in high esteem. Which of them is solving our critical problems? Not much. Society and the youth, the young people are thinking say woman timi ye wa ha just o baby could deliberate. Yes, or kwa use na dwen just could deliberate. These are nyina so free money. But normal of why heli omo and normal ye somo ye krom ha ne de je ho no broso. This all tiapa no one more ho adwa. Now intentionally one develop different content, you end up like the many of the people. That's a fact. You end up not confident in your abilities, not confident in our society, not produce anything, not build anything, not own anything, because that is what we are promoting. And to how I was saying intentionally, we are going to say, no, I will go against what the people, many of the people are spending their time and their resources on. Yes, sir, you end up as one of them. So one year is over here, the fufra, yes, as in the don't know yes, what one do no ambition, baby ambition. So, in far grown co here. In fact, I know man be brave, and no man a church and coffee, him, coffee, boy, Joe, most of me successful, me a day. Now, shed the more promoting me or that was on society, the problems, you know, what is this guy solving? I hear your mom. So, the Jazz don't know how to survey. Also, treasure tomb, and the pipe game poem also. So, we are such a salve woman, some person compete. I'm going to say, mu anymore because we're gonna beat my abroad anymore. It's possible. Now, Cromano and Cassa a mate. And a bit my years so Brian Cassanity anymore. And only any chacha, the new Busimuka, a year and Cassano was anybody. And then not now, agency, the here parts of the Panagian 2 years. Panagian 2 years, no, don't know, sorry. And found to Kwame Norman for 8 years. See a building and we can be prosperous, we can succeed in our own society. So, it'll be as engineering auditorium. 15th of November 2025 cash flow seminar. It'll be us. Yame Mayariji at the bar and as at the chair. Yeah. It'll be us. And Yamema at the punch here, madam. And the other one say.